Boardwalk. It was amazing. Had a lot of fun times. But we got to make way for the summer residents and the summer rents, I guess I should say. Yeah. So I have here with me, my name is Ming Chen. I have here with me
CJ Cullen.
All right, and
hey, Matt Magnifico here.
Yes, CJ Cullen is from the Cullen on Film podcast, as well as the mastermind behind Hang On to Your Shorts. Got Matt Magnifico behind the Ready Set Review podcast. Search for it, like it, subscribe to it, rate it, and then listen. And then most importantly, listen to it, because that would help out. I'm sure that would help you out as well. So we have
Nice.
3-season podcasters here, but literally, so we're supposed to be here making way for the summer residents. Today's our last day, and this is how I prefer to go out. If I'm going to go out, I'm going to go out like this. So here we are over on the Asbury Park Boardwalk, and I have a sandwich board over there that says tell us a story, which will probably set out.
Nice.
Yeah. And it's very loose over here. Hello, Christopher Hewitt, live from PCB, which stands for
PCP.
PCB. PCB. What does PCB stand for?
I had no idea.
Take a guess.
Oh man,
Chris, what does PCB stand for? I feel I should know this though.
Yeah.
Like WPB is West Palm Beach.
Right.
PC
Palm Coast
Beach?
Yeah.
Pacific Coast Beach?
I was thinking like PCH, like the Pacific Coast Highway, but that's obviously not correct.
Yeah, that could be it. But we'll take. If you want to throw out some questions, we'll take questions.
How the weather is out west.
So Steve Oman, what's up? Hello, how are you guys doing? So we're literally on the boardwalk here. I think I can switch over to. Let's switch over to the boardwalk camera really quick. So this is what we're looking at. A lot of people just enjoying the sun.
It's beautiful.
They do have signs, or they did have signs. I don't see them anymore. Where you're only supposed to kind of walk in one direction.
I did see one down there a little bit, but like literally just one.
Yeah, so that's what's going on over there. So people, for the most part, being somewhat safe, somewhat socially distant. So and some people wearing masks. So it's we're just here we go.
Oh.
Panama City Beach.
Panama City
Beach. Okay, and so we're about 700 miles north of you, maybe,
yeah,
up in the beaches of Asbury Park, New Jersey. So, welcome, guys, and I flip it for so much for social distancing.
It feels like summer.
We're not 6 feet per se, but we're.
We've been keeping good distance.
Just don't
for a
spit
long
when you
time,
talk.
so.
We'll be okay. We're outdoors.
I have a mask. I mean,
you got mask
wipe
here.
in. Geez, I think.
Got 'em on if you need.
Yeah, I got hand sanitizer back there, and shout out to Mike Silk, fellow Shared Universe podcaster from Champ's Word. He is out there. Mike tunes in like literally every broadcast.
He does, and he's been doing some shows, right?
He's been doing his shows.
Seen his pictures anyway.
Yeah, he's been kicking ass as well. So and Mike Silk says Ready Set Review. Says Ready Set Go. That's okay. He got two out of 3 in bed.
Yeah, exactly. There is a Ready Set Go podcast out there. We take a lot of flack for that. It's like, oh, it's so original. Like, I don't know, whatever. You came up with it when you were drunk. Leave us alone.
Yeah. No, review is good. You review movies.
Exactly.
You review movies, and it's review like REVUE, like it's a show.
Right, because we try to be funny while we're at it, and we don't always succeed in that regard, but give it our best shot.
Yeah, what's up, Jodiana Acevedo Frug? I miss home, so I guess you're from this area. Jodiana, where are you now that you're missing the beautiful beaches of Asbury Park? You know what? If you can't be there, we'll be there for you.
Yeah.
How about that? We'll
Happy to. It's a literal perfect day
be there
right now.
for
It's
you.
barely a cloud in the sky.
It's beautiful. I can't believe it.
Yeah, Mike McKeever, hey Ming and CJ, new to Facebook and wanted to say hey from Florida, new to Facebook.
New to Facebook.
Facebook?
Like,
I think I was late on Facebook, and I've been like 10, 12 years.
Is that because you're too young or too old? I'm so curious.
Yeah. CJ, what do you remember when you joined Facebook? I think I've been on Facebook since 2007. Maybe 2006.
Maybe a little after
2007, that's when I joined.
That, but
I've been on Facebook since when it was just for college.
So you were on the Facebook.
Like, I was on the Facebook.
You were on the Facebook.
Back when it was, like, only at select schools, and I remember when it came to my college, it was, the biggest thing because other schools had already gotten it, and everybody was clamoring for it, and it finally came to my school in Philadelphia, and it was the coolest thing.
What was the one before Facebook? MySpace.
MySpace, yeah. Did you guys have MySpace accounts? Mine's still up.
MySpace.
MySpace.
I never got rid of it, so it might be there.
I think MySpace.com/Ming Chen or Ming Chen 36. 97. I can't remember.
Yeah,
It's
I
one of the
never.
two.
I had an old MySpace page when it sort of died out, and when they relaunched it, I never went back to it.
Okay.
But I heard it was like kind of a thing for a little while. But
Oh,
got relaunched,
it was
but
huge.
I never, yeah.
Yeah, it was huge. Well, they had a thing on MySpace where you could pick out your top 8 friends, and they would just be
And they
displayed
put
on
them
the
up
front
there, right?
page. Of your, and if if you look down there, it's like, why am I not part of your top 9 or whatever? People get pissed off. And then you could customize your page with like music and like
music. It was a big music thing.
and all this stuff, and it ruined. I think that was the downfall of MySpace.
Yeah,
was
the
like
music.
they gave you too much.
They gave you
They
too
gave you
much.
too much control.
My
and it
favorite thing
crumbled.
is you see like the memes and the people making fun of Facebook because they've had all of their privacy scandals and what have you, and then people go back and it's like, man, we made fun of Tom and MySpace, but it's like we had it good. We never knew how good it was until we all got involved in Facebook. I love stuff like that. Didn't those top 8 friends? Didn't you wasn't Tom the MySpace guy? Like, didn't you have to have him as one of your top 8? Like, wasn't that a
you
rule?
might have.
He would be your first one, and
Your
then you
first
could
one,
remove him
yeah.
later if you needed to.
Everybody was friends.
It's
with
just
Tom.
that picture. He's like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Talk about genius, man. That guy made his billions and was just like, bye.
Yep. See you later.
Born
you
an
think-
island somewhere.
You think he's on his island right now? Tom Island. Adventures on Tom Island. Tom Island. The Lonely Island. Yeah. So what's up, Daniel Pattison? Daniel's like, how's your weekend going? We've been doing this. My weekend's going great. I mean,
Good week.
literally, and I'm going to flip the camera on again. Literally, we are looking at this right now. This is our view right
Amazing.
now. Ocean, Asbury Park Convention Hall, and then, we're just kind of people watching right now. Later on, we will set out that sign where people can come down and tell us a story. So it worked really great last night.
I saw some stories. I saw some people coming.
Yeah, so last night, we got a guy who was formerly incarcerated, wrote 2 books in prison.
Oh, wow.
And he came down. He was, he's a free man now. Did his debt to society, and
So
told us
guy
about
playing
the
a
books.
guitar.
Yeah, we had some live music. A dude and his daughter were down here.
He's good. He sounded good.
It was pretty amazing. So Daniel, weekend's going very, very great. Very, very good for sure. Stephanie Hepting, what's up, Stephanie? Stephanie's a dear friend of mine from Maryland, the Mid-Atlantic region. And Mike McKeever, our friend Ed McKeever's son, he's 13. He's checking us out
Oh, what's up?
right
Yeah,
here.
they're down in Florida, right? They're down in Florida now.
I think so. Neil Kramer, hello from San Diego. What's up? So from one coast
Yeah.
to the. Do you?
Well, not right now, but
But do you?
but I'd like to go out there. Not right now.
All right, right on.
It'd be nice to go visit.
Kanan Harriman, this has probably been asked 100 times already, but will Comic Book Man return? Well, Kanan,
The question we all want to
I know. If it were to return, I haven't heard anything yet.
They're just gonna make it themselves and put on the new like local channel.
The problem, Kanan, is to put on a TV show takes an incredible amount of money, luck, a network,
Network crew.
rights, a lot of legalese. So, with none of it, which I have, so I have no control over that.
Does AMC control it all?
For the most part,
Yeah.
I've heard rumors that Kevin may have bought the rights back. I don't know
Really?
if that's true or not. But even with that, he still needs an incredible amount of resources and a network to put it on. So,
Yeah.
You still need it.
yeah.
I used to love going. For me, it was such a treat when I would go to the stash, and it just happened to be on. So you obviously
Filming
don't know. Yeah, it was such a treat for me because I go to the stash all the time to buy my comics, and I go in and sometimes I'll hang out with Mike and talk to him for a little bit if he's there, whatever shit's on our mind. But it was always such a treat when I would roll up to the shop and then meet the people outside, and 10 times out of 10. I'd always have to put on a different shirt because I'd be wearing a comic book shirt, whether it was X-Men, Captain America, whatever. I always had to cover it up before going in.
Did you
sign the thing?
Yeah, sign a little waiver.
Did you get on in the background? I'm trying to remember. Or...
No, I haven't watched every single episode of Comic Men. I've watched most of them, but of the ones I've watched, I've never seen myself.
You ever watched all 96 episodes? How dare you? How dare you, my friend? That's
yeah. I never saw myself in the background, though.
Okay, but you did get in on the background.
Yes, yeah.
So
I was definitely in.
This is before we kind of knew each other.
Oh yeah. This is like back when. When was the show? What years was the show?
So
I don't even remember.
we started shooting. I want to say October 2011.
Okay.
Was the first season. October to December.
Yep.
Was when we shot the first season.
Yep.
premiered February 12th, 2012.
Okay.
After the season
Season
2
2.
mid-season premiere,
Yep.
if that makes sense.
Yep, definitely.
So, and then we ran until we shot until September 2017.
So for me, I wouldn't have been because I didn't move back to Jersey. I was living in Philly. I didn't move back to Jersey until 2013.
Okay.
So anytime between 2013 and the end is when you would have seen me.
Yeah.
I got in a few of those.
So Kanan, I mean, here's the thing, Kanan. If I get a call tomorrow, it's like, hey, they want you back. Let's jump in. I'm ready to go tomorrow. We're all still pretty much alive. I think the only difference is Kevin and Brian Johnson are about 100 pounds lighter.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think I'm about 10 to 15 heavier. I think I took theirs and just added it onto me, which stinks, but whatever. And Mike's got the gray hair, but he had it during the last season, so Mike hasn't really changed.
Maybe he'll dye it again.
Yeah. So I don't think we look like it's not shocking the difference. I don't think so. I think we're ready to go. I don't think anybody like what happened to these guys.
They really let themselves go.
Yeah, or in this case, like two of the guys got better,
And
really. Walt's the same. Walt doesn't.
Yeah, Walt's the same.
We play. We're pretty sure of Walt's a vampire, and if he was, because I've never really seen him out in the sunlight.
Yeah. Well, that's why you guys have the window paintings in the front, so the sunlight doesn't get into the shop
Never seen
window.
him outside, right? During the day.
Never.
Yeah, never die, never grow old. What's the tagline from Lost Boys? Yeah, something like that.
Oh,
Never,
something like
party
that.
all night, never grow old. Yeah.
Great movie.
Wait till I tell Mom about this. I love it. There's a line, and there's like, this isn't like getting an F in social studies or something, Mike. You're a freaking blood-sucking vampire.
Now that's
so great.
That's a good pick for Jackass and flashbacks.
We're definitely doing that.
I can't wait.
We're definitely doing that.
I cannot wait. I went back and listened to because I've obviously been listening to a lot of podcasts, being in quarantine and whatnot, discovering lots of new stuff. But I'm not gonna lie, I love to listen to myself talk and my friends talk sometimes. So I've gone back and listened to all back and listened to all the Jackass and flashbacks.
Yeah.
A lot of
Our friend Felipe Ferro asks, "Where's Snooki?" Which you joke about that,
She's
but
doing a podcast somewhere.
she has a podcast.
Does she really?
She has a podcast. Yeah. So about 2-3 weeks ago, the Asbury Park Press, our local paper, came out with a list of 8 podcasts that you must listen to during the quarantine.
I saw that.
Lockdown.
Yep, I saw that.
And 3 out of that 8 are recorded or produced at a shared universe.
And that's amazing.
I'm proud to say. But one of them was Snooki's podcast.
Snooki knocked us off the list.
Yes, Snooki knocked both of you guys off the list. So I guess she does one at home
Have you
with
listened to her podcast?
No.
I didn't know she was.
Yeah, right.
I have not.
Everybody's got one these days, but I'd be kind of curious, kind of afraid to listen to what hers is.
Yeah. So, but I mean, she may wander by. I think if she sees Mike's like, "Are you podcasting? I want to promote." Dude, come promote your show.
Yeah, she's walking by.
For sure.
I would love to do that just to make my wife jealous that I met Snooki and she wasn't here for it.
Would you? All right. So your wife loves Jersey Shore.
Yes.
The beautiful Jackie loves Jersey Shore.
Both incarceration, I think.
Well, not that you're not that far off.
Yeah, both iterations of it. She loves the OG Jersey Shore and the new one where they're all 10 years later, whatever.
Yeah.
So I'll ask this: would you go as far as to maybe purchase a cameo for her for maybe her birthday, your wife's birthday or something? A cameo. Are you familiar with Cameo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's affordable, yeah.
Let's look it up.
Yeah.
Let's look it up.
Some aren't bad, but then some are like ridiculously
right, exactly. high. Yeah, if it's within reason, I definitely would. My wife would absolutely lose her mind.
Or like when they first come on, they're like really cheap, and then they find out, wait, I can get a lot of this.
Yeah, once they realize how much money it's worth, they're like, oh,
I saw
kidding.
like Lindsay Lohan came on it, and she was like $100, and then she's like $500 now. Like, really?
I kind of figured she would.
Let's see what
you put on first. You don't know, and then you're like, wait a minute.
Let's see what a Snooki cameo is.
Exactly.
And
I have a cameo. Everyone's got cameo.
I guess, right?
You know who just joined Cameo?
Who?
Kevin Smith.
Oh.
Okay. And
he's raising money
and he's raising money for the NAACP.
Yeah.
Now, all right. So for anybody who doesn't know, Cameos is an app. You can go on there, and there are a bunch of celebrities on there, and for a price that they set, you can book for them to shoot a video message for you, or you can dictate the direction it's going. It's like, hey, can you say happy birthday to my friends Matt and CJ? Or can you tell Matt and CJ to fuck off? Because like they'll do pretty much anything.
They'll do that.
That's amazing.
And they set their own price.
Yep.
So a Ming Chen cameo, I'm on there, is $25. Not very reasonable. I'm not, Kevin Smith cameo. Take a guess at how much his cameo would be. How much would you pay for
How
either
much
of you?
would I
Wouldn't go
pay?
too high.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wouldn't go too high.
Right. Take a guess at what a Kevin Smith cameo is,
$500.
which would be pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
About 150.
CJ is way closer. $100 or 109. I don't know why 109. But
Exit 109.
And I'll put it up on here.
No, it's exit 109. That's why it's 109.
That's why it's 109. Probably.
Yeah,
most
gotta
likely
be.
that's
It's gotta
it.
be the
That's
reason.
It
most
might be. I'm
likely.
waiting for the.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm sorry to say.
If you think like Kevin, we're Jersey
Right?
people, yeah.
And I'm sorry to say, if my wife was listening, I mentioned that
So here's
how much
the,
Snooki cameo is.
there's the
I would
Kevin
pay an
Smith one.
astronomically
I love it. It's like,
larger amount of money for Kevin
I
Smith.
love it. Kevin Smith, $109.99. Kevin McDonald, $40.99. Which
There's some
okay.
there's someone
So
that'd be surprised they're
that's,
really cheap because they don't want to charge too much and they don't mind doing it. So there's some
Yeah,
that are
which
cheap.
to be honest, having met Kevin only that one time, just that doesn't surprise me. He's like, he goes above and beyond for his fans at all times. Like, I remember when we met him at the Stash last year, we were literally the last people to come in, and we had been waiting, which means he had been meeting fans for like 9 or 10 hours, something like that, and just nonstop. And so
now with all this COVID though, you know how he gets.
I know.
It's going to be like
I know.
standoffish a
okay.
little
So
bit.
Nicole Snooki Palizzi, take a guess how much her cameo is.
that I will say $500.
Work.
CJ again, you were closer. $349.99. Would you pay $350 for a Snooki? And you can
For me, no, but for my
50
wife,
bucks,
like
50 bucks.
$350?
yes.
$350. So
I'll give
and
her 50
and I'm
Yeah, right.
and some people might be out there like, who the hell is paying $350 for that? But you can go and you can see all the ones that they have been previously recorded.
I'm sure there's a ton.
Well, some of them are ridiculously high and people still pay. It's like ridiculous.
Yeah, I
like
can
why do
imagine.
that? Because they'll lower it if you don't get it.
Exactly.
And so you can and you rate and review them after you get them. So Snooki got 56 reviews, 4.8 rating out of 5 stars.
Wow.
So not bad.
I wonder if they got this idea. Like I used to, because I teach at a school for film TV, and I used to find emails of celebrities and email them and say, "Hey, can you send a message for free? Like,
Yeah.
so can you send a message?" And I'd send like 50 out and get like one,
Yeah.
and it was for free. And now I guess they're all like, "Okay, we can do this and charge money."
Yeah.
Right? Like, people pay for literally anything. So, why not?
Yeah. So Stony One Kenobi says, "Hey, that kind of looks like the Sopranos location where you're at,"
Here?
and that's because it is.
Yeah, it's because it is.
They
Yeah.
shot it. They
Here,
Good eye.
sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
they shot you like literally right here. I think.
Yeah.
Like literally right in front of
A
her.
lot of it
sitting
was
there.
up North Jersey, and they pretended it was down here. But
Yeah,
they
but
did
the
shoot here.
boardwalk. Yeah,
They did
there
boardwalk scenes
there were
for
a
us.
couple scenes. I can't remember what season it was, but Tony has a shore house,
Yeah.
and they come down here.
You know what movie they shot right here? City by the Sea.
City by the Sea with Robert De Niro. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a great movie.
for sure. And I mentioned this last night, but if you watch the Kevin Smith movie Dogma, opening
Oh,
scene
yeah.
as Bud Cort, who plays God, the human embodiment of God, gets beat down by 3 child hockey players.
Right.
And you see that's Asbury Park. It's boarded up because it wasn't as cool. It wasn't
Yeah,
as nice as it was
exactly.
back then.
Did you see exactly where they had it? Was it like right here?
It's right here. It's
Yeah.
literally right here. This is where he shot. This is where Dogma was. That scene.
Yep.
If you look at board up, and you can see Convention Hall
Walks
kind of
out
off
to
there.
there.
Yeah, he walks right up to that wall right there. I always thought that was funny.
Yeah.
I was like, hey man, like 22 years later, we're over here
Like
podcasting.
Court, man. He was
I
in Harold
liked
and
him.
Maude.
What's up? What's going on?
When he was a
Hey,
kid.
how you doing?
When he was a kid, he was in the movie Harold and Maude, right?
Bud Cort, yeah, that's
Yep.
right.
I enjoyed doing that in almost any Kevin Smith movie, spotting the locations, because more often than not, you've probably recognized, you've probably been there before.
We
Right.
could probably give tours.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god.
Here.
Right. Oh, look at those woods! Like I took a piss in those woods. Like, yeah, you did. You totally did.
I leaned
So,
up against that wall.
Christopher Hewitt, how are you guys doing during this time? Like right now, we're doing great.
Right now, we're
We're
amazing.
feeling good right now.
Right now, we're doing great. I mean, I guess I haven't seen you in like 12
I know,
weeks.
yeah. I mean, it's been crazy because, believe it or not, I've actually become much busier just at my normal day job since this all started.
That's good. That's
Yeah,
a good
it's
thing.
good. It's a nice feeling. I've been working like crazy, but yeah, I mean, I think just like everybody else, just keeping a low profile.
Yep.
And,
We've been doing online shows.
Actually, we hadn't, and I feel kind of bad about that. We've only done a couple of episodes since then, and that's actually just more of a personal thing. I just, for me, half of the podcasting experience is
Being face to face.
Yeah, like the face-to-face thing. So it's tough for me and my partner Anthony to do it virtually. So we've only done a couple episodes. Now things are starting to loosen up a little bit. We're going to get back to our more regular weekly schedule.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That was that was my worry as well. So the day everything got shut down, March 21st, governor says everything's got shut down at 9 p.m. tonight.
Yeah.
No, if you get caught operating as a non-essential business, you could be prosecuted, fined, all this.
That.
Like, we're gonna come down hard on you. And I'm like, crap. So I raced back to the studio. I packed every bag I had with gear to take home, and I didn't know what I was gonna do, but I didn't know if they were gonna. In my mind, I was like, because I watched too many movies. I thought, okay, like they're gonna put tanks in the streets, like no one can be out, like because I saw like a quarantine is like you can't be out.
Yeah, well, back in March, like everything was so like you literally had no idea what was gonna happen.
Yeah, for sure.
Was
come on over.
He was gonna be like Christian Slater and like.
How are you? Are you a podcaster? Do you want to start a podcast, or do you have one?
I don't have one.
Oh, you want to start one?
You should.
Not really. I'm just curious what's going on.
Oh, we run a podcast studio, so we have one here, and we have one up in New Jersey, in Eatontown, about 10 minutes north of here, and we help people launch podcasts.
Okay.
Yeah, but
can I take a flyer?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, grab a sticker too. We got everything.
Do it online
here.
now too.
Yeah, we could do it online as well.
Okay.
So
Good to know.
yeah, but
Thank
we were
you.
so nice. So let's do it outside. Like
Yeah, it's a beautiful day.
yeah. At some point, if the sun goes down a little bit, I might actually set out on the beach. There's Wi-Fi out there.
Oh,
It's great. We could stream from out there. Yeah. What's your name?
Hiya.
Kaya. That's a cool name.
Thank you.
I'm Ming, CJ, and this is Matt.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, we'll be here all day if you want to come and tell a story. Like, we're literally just
Okay.
grabbing people off the boardwalk to tell stories. So
All right.
yeah,
Thank
great to meet you, Kaya.
Nice meeting you.
For
Enjoy
sure.
your day.
I mean, I was gonna say you guys pivoted seamlessly from the in-person experience to the virtual experience.
but
it was just like that.
For 8 hours, I panicked because the heart of our business, face-to-face podcasting. We want, we at most times we insisted that people
it's a
come down.
community. You bring all people together. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, I was. There were a lot of things I was afraid of, but I was like, you know what, we dial people in all the time.
Yep.
Now, usually we would insist that at least one of the people come down to the studio just for audio quality and just a little bit more control. We would insist on one person at least coming down to the studio. So I'm like, wait, well, what if we just have both of them virtual? I was really worried about losing the feel, though, the interaction. Oops, somebody just took a spill. I think her flip flop blew out. She looks okay. She's getting back up. All right, I think she's okay. Okay, and all right,
one of those uneven boards jumped out at her.
Yeah. Yeah, so
I'm not gonna lie and say that's never happened to me. Some of the boards here are
they're
uneven.
uneven.
I've taken a spill before on this boardwalk.
Were you inebriated?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
It wasn't a sober.
Okay.
You were leaving that place right over there, walking out.
It wasn't a sober spill, but it's happened.
So like, let's give it a shot. So we started the first week. I think we did like 4 or 5. I was like, hey, this works out pretty well.
Yeah.
Me and Mike did one, and my main concern was like, can you bust balls over a computer screen?
Yeah, exactly.
Can you make fun of each other over a computer screen? And I can say with 100% certainty that you can.
Yep. Absolutely.
I grilled Mike just as much online as I did when he's face to face. And we went off, took off and running, and now I'm like, listen, we want you to come down. We prefer you to come down. Or if you're in California or Alaska or whatever, and you want a podcast, we will connect you with whoever you want to podcast with.
That worked out for me, right? That worked out for me. I get people from. I changed my show a bit.
CJ started a whole new show.
I saw that. Yeah.
So we went from like a bunch of guys in the studio, like you do, same thing, to like just me doing one-on-ones or even a group with film, TV people, and it became more of like a serious thing, like more interview, mostly for school because I used to have people come into the school in my classroom, and I can't even do that. So I'm like, I'll do it virtually. Tape them, show them to class.
It's awesome.
It's done.
Yeah, and it worked out for you is that you were interviewing filmmakers and actors and actresses.
But now they're doing nothing now. So they're like, I'll go. Like in California, they're like semi-famous people like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And not only that, booking guests, like if you want to interview people, you knew they had nowhere to go.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
you knew they had nowhere to go.
Yeah, what's your excuse? What are you doing?
They had no excuse. So it's like,
now I think you can franchise a shared universe now that you've got this whole community out there. Start putting it on the West Coast.
Yeah, you used to say Jersey, now it's
it's worldwide. Yeah,
it's worldwide now.
Yeah,
it's interesting. So I was talking to my friends about this, and in terms of when all of this COVID shit hit, I mean, there's obviously never a good time for it, but imagine if this was 10 years ago instead of now, how much like more awful it would have been.
No internet,
just the lack of technology, even just like the video camera quality. I think one of the reasons why the virtual podcast works so well is because we've got the video quality down.
We do. We're
on laptops, tablets, phones, whatever.
Yeah.
10 years ago.
Yep, we're about 30 frames per second. Pretty great audio quality.
Closed down. We're still teaching.
Period.
We're
There'd be
still
no
going.
I don't know if you saw a couple weeks ago. I posted something. So somebody out there dug up an old paper I did in college, like literally over 20 years ago, and it was for a communications class I was taking, and I wrote a post online paper about the very first video conferencing program to ever exist, which was called CU See Me. CU stood for Cornell University, the letters CU.
Okay.
The genius eggheads over in Cornell had invented a video conferencing program. 1996. So 24 years ago.
Yeah.
1996. I had read an article in like Macworld magazine about this video conferencing program, black and white, little windows, and I was like, holy crap! I could talk to people. Like, we could video conference with people. I was thinking the Jetsons.
Yeah.
I was thinking like all the sci-fi movies that I'd seen. Like, holy crap! So I learned how to grab it. I learned how to use it. I remember I literally, because there were no, there weren't any Logitech C920 cameras that you could buy for $50 at Best Buy back then.
You still have the VHS.
I remember I literally had to take,
cameras were this big.
I did
quarters.
Yeah.
I had to take my dad's Sony High 8 video camera. It looked like the one from Back to the Future. Yep. I'd run RCA cables out of that into like this high-end Power Mac that for some reason had video input in it. It was like a $9,000 Mac.
Wow.
And I was like, holy crap, I can stream video from here. I can video conference with these people. I figured out how to do it. And it wasn't my computer. I had to go to the lab. So you would see this little Asian guy running across campus with a big duffel bag with a big ass video camera in it and all this crap in there. And I would video conference with people. And back then you could hook up a microphone to and talk to them like we are now. But it was kind of complicated, so most people would just kind of chat with each other. But the point was you could see people in real time. I was like, holy crap, this is awesome. So I wrote a whole paper about it.
That's so
and
cool.
For whatever reason, it was still on the University of Michigan's web servers.
Really?
They never deleted it. And I guess a guy was writing an article about Zoom and the proliferation of video conferencing.
Yeah.
He had found it, and he tweeted it to me.
Did he
like,
quote you?
Yeah, for sure. I totally forgot I wrote this thing, and I'll see if I can find it. I'll link it up on the comments.
Yeah,
that is cool.
But it was it was a pretty straightforward written article about how I mean it's the words of a however old I was, 21 or 22-year-old Ming Chen nerd extraordinaire writing about, and I was like, hey, this could become a big thing. Like, imagine if this took off and it could be used in business and worldwide, and all that. I even wrote a little section on there about kind of the evils of it, because I remember even back then, it was usually mostly dudes, but when like a hot girl would pop on, of course it would be like Moss to a Flame or whatever, Locust, and she would get hit on and stuff, and
of course
people would be joking around, hey, take off your shirt, and I was like, really? And from that point on to here, things not only didn't change, but I think they probably got worse. So
absolutely.
It definitely got worse. So,
absolutely.
But I thought that was funny, and yeah.
This is so funny to think about how some of this technology has, in one shape or another, been around for so long.
Yeah.
But like, it's just insane to think about how far it's come in such a short time. Literally, just in my lifetime.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, but you said that you mentioned the chat rooms. Like, I used to have the discs, the AOL
the
discs.
AOL
disc. Buy, how much time you had. And
for sure.
My mom used to yell at me because she needed to use the phone, and I was on the freaking internet. Talking to my idiot friends who lived one town over. Like.
Yeah, for sure. So the thing about this, you see me, it was the second one, and if you, I took screen caps of it and I put it was in my paper, and like if you got like 1.2 frames per second, you were cooking, man. You were awesome, and I was on the school's Ethernet, so like that was about as fast as you could get. Where now, we're pretty close to 30 frames per second at this point, or if you have like a high end like Razer and Alienware computer, you go like 60 frames. For say 4K broadcast quality streaming. So yeah, we've come pretty far since then.
And now if it takes more than 1 second for a web page to load on your cell phone,
you
you're ready to throw it against the wall. This useless piece of crap.
Yeah.
Why does it take us all?
It's literally all relative. So Richard Sun from Michigan.
So spoiled.
What's up? Ryan McClellan is tuning in from Trenton, New Jersey.
Right.
I got all this thing. Yeah. So I may jump over. So with StreamYard here, I can log in on my phone and go down the boardwalk too. So I might grab a drink. First round's on me, gentlemen.
Oh, now we're talking.
Yeah, Ryan McClellan's in Trenton. Jerome Valeska from North Carolina. Felipe also from North Carolina. Nice. Let's see. Brent Christopher Bing, will you be coming back to the CryptoCon in Maryland next time? Brett, if it happens again, absolutely, I will be there. I can't say much more than that about CryptoCon. It's supposed to be kind of an underground thing. But,
yeah.
When's the first one coming back, do you think? When's the first con?
So there is one scheduled in Tampa Bay in next month in July. I think it's like the 12th to the 15th. Yeah.
Wow.
And as you know, Florida is pretty much a wide open book right now. So
I mean, I knew there'll be restrictions and stuff probably, right?
Yeah, I'm curious what the restrictions are going to be.
I think masks, temperature checks, hand sanitizer.
Photos with people, you got to stand like this.
Well,
so here's the real question about the masks, though. Like, do all of the Spider-Man cosplayers also need to wear an additional mask?
I think they're covered, right?
I think they're covered, right?
Yeah. And I read a great article about the Watchmen HBO show. How like 9 months before it predicted everything.
I know, right? How insane is that? They're
So
all wearing the coverage.
masks, the police brutality, the racism, just pretty much everything in the Watchmen TV show.
Wow. Well, I saw
unfortunately kind of came true.
I know.
Right?
I saw a great little thing that people are sharing now, where because one of the big focuses of the story from the show was the Tulsa race riots in 1921.
The Black Wall Street, 1921.
Yeah. And there's people like sharing right now. They're saying because of everything that's happened, they're like, how many of you didn't even know what the Tulsa race riots were until you watched Watchmen? It's probably a lot of people. You know,
it was a huge number. I didn't know about them because
I didn't either. I'll be honest.
No, it's not your fault. They had buried it so down in the history books that nobody knew about it, and then it took
history I didn't even.
And then
exactly.
And then it took so you needed Damon Lindelof to tell everybody that that this horrible incident actually happened. So
but man, that series was great. I loved every second.
Are they going to come back, or was that it? Was that just
so I did I got to moderate an online panel with the guy who played I think Red Justice or Red Hood, or you guys, the donuts with the
yes.
Red Threat. God, I can't remember his name. I'm sorry, dude.
His name now either.
Really cool guy, awesome British actor, and I was like, hey man, like, one, do you like donuts, and how many did you have to eat? It's like, oh my friend, apparently wasn't
the best job ever.
So apparently Damon Lindelof was like, this is it. I only wanted to do one season. I told the story I wanted to tell. And I think one season is going to be it. But then he was kind of like, hey, you guys should do a second season. Like, I won't be involved, but, I may advise or something. But, somebody else should take the reins. And they should definitely do a second season.
But when that happens, though, it starts to go downhill.
Sure.
If he leaves,
but I think that world, there's so many more stories to tell.
Yes,
and they didn't even really, they didn't follow the Alan Moore, they kind of kept it in the world. But and you saw glimpses of the other characters, but they kind of took off their own take on it.
And even within the world of Watchmen, I feel like they barely scratched the surface of like the potential that's there, because it was so centrally focused on just a few core characters. Like, it was really cool when Silk Spectre came back as the older FBI agent. Like, so much of that was so cool. But I totally agree. I mean, there's limitless potential, I think, for another season. But it is one of those things where it's very easy to just fuck it up and do it wrong. You can tell that Damien Lindelof put a lot of thought into what he was doing, and I really respect the fact that he was like, "This is the story I want to tell, and I'm in. But if you guys want to take it and run with it, be my guest." But I agree. I hope they just if they do, I hope they don't fuck it up.
Dude's a good writer, despite what you thought about the ending of Lost. Notwithstanding, that's what are you gonna do?
I never got into Lost.
Really? At all?
I tried it.
That first season was so good.
Yeah.
I watched it when Harold Perrineau Jr. was on. I used to know him, so I watched it when he was.
How do you know Harold Perrineau?
I did a movie with him.
He's the guy who played
right after Vulgar, the next film I worked on.
Yeah.
That Scott Mosier actually helped me get that job.
Yeah.
I worked on the film with.
Yeah, he played Michael, correct? With the kid, and Michael's character's name.
But he did this film in New York, and he had just done the movie The Edge
the Anthony Hopkins and Alec Baldwin. The one they go to the Alaskan, or they're in Alaska or whatever.
The
And
wilderness.
He wasn't really big just yet, but he was just getting there. And we're doing a small indie film, right?
Right.
Where I'm out in the city streets, standing with him, just hanging out, and all of a sudden a bus comes by, and his face is on it for Oz coming out. Oz didn't come out yet. Oz is coming out.
HBO
Big
Oz?
face. HBO Oz. His face is there in the wheelchair. He's a wheelchair guy.
Yeah.
Comes by Oz, and I'm looking at that, and we're both looking at that. And he goes, looks at me, he goes, "You know you made it, and your face is on a bus."
really? That's cool.
That's awesome.
That was the best line. I was like, that was so cool.
That's so great.
You did know you finally made it when your face is on a bus.
That's pretty awesome. That's
And
pretty awesome.
That's like the last they saw.
Yeah.
That was it. But he had a good career. So good for him.
Yeah, for sure.
It was so Lost was interesting because it was one of those shows that I never. The reason I didn't get into it was just I honestly just never watched it. Like I just for some reason had no desire to watch it. So it wasn't like I watched it and didn't like it. I just like never flicked it on. And but I don't know. I guess maybe I have heard good things about it, but I also have heard, of course, a lot about the ending. But I don't know. Have you? So you've seen all of Lost, right?
No, just
okay.
the early episodes, and then I kind of got tired of it.
Because I'm curious.
I didn't know what was going on.
I'm curious to know because when I hear people talk about the ending of Lost, I hear them talk about it in the same way they talk about the ending of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So I want to know from because you've seen them.
Yeah, I think it's
So which ending is worse?
Sopranos ending.
Oh man, yeah.
I mean,
That was.
I think it kind of boils down to like which show had more loose ends that they never tied up. I think
Okay, that's
Lost
fair.
definitely wins with that one.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's Game of Thrones. Even though some of the loose ends got tied up kind of weekly.
Yeah,
it's-
yeah. Because
People
that's
didn't
like
like the last season, right?
Like
That
Game
last
of
season,
Thrones?
a lot of people didn't
yeah.
like it.
Oh,
It was so Game of Thrones last season is very interesting because the first two episodes, especially the second episode. Like the second episode of the last season might be one of the best episodes of TV like I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It was the night before the Battle of
Yep,
Winterfell,
yeah.
and the Battle of Winterfell was cool enough. And then everything after that, it just
Yep.
fell off a cliff. Man.
Yeah,
it just
they're-
went woo.
they're like,
How do
what-
we end this? Let's just
Yeah, they were
do
like,
Yeah.
"What's the bare minimum we can do to get away with it?" And,
And I think you're right, Nick. Like they did a good job. They did a good job in the sense that they left very few loose ends out there. They tied up a lot of them, but they tied up almost all of them poorly.
right.
Like,
Yeah.
And I heard that season, like they had the Starbucks cups on the table.
Yeah, I think that said it all. Yeah,
they
so
got lazy, man.
what you don't have like yeah,
Background guys.
it's like you don't have anyone that a script supervisor
I know,
or
right? Like,
something.
where's like your production assistant? Like,
Yeah,
what do they do?
I know,
Guys
yeah.
wearing a beer T-shirt in the background.
Right.
You know,
They're just drunk. They're like, fucking
whatever.
I already got my paycheck.
All right, so I'm putting myself in here.
Yeah.
All right, I don't know if you can hear me at all. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go grab a drink over here, right next to us here at the Robinson. At
You're
the,
fading
house
now.
here.
Maybe you can't hear you.
I don't know. It depends on how the house comes from the internet.
Yeah.
I do hear you a little.
Let me see. I
wonder
wonder
if
if
you guys
switch
hear
over
him out
to,
there.
I'll see if I can switch over to a
But I don't
cell
know if
service
You tell me.
if this works at
If
all.
this works
all right.
at all.
I don't know if we can. All right. I don't know if
I
you
don't
can.
know if you
It's
can.
faded, but I hear you.
All right.
All right. I don't know if you can. So I'm streaming here.
We are
I'm
on.
gonna try to turn over to the front camera.
He's fading. You need to take the
If not-
microphone with you. Just take this.
Just take the mic, right?
There we go.
You got it, man?
I think so.
I think so.
I don't know.
All right.
Hey, you're fading.
I don't know if you can hear
It's
me
fading.
or not.
Maybe you can see here. If
There
you
we
can
go.
see if you can still
All right,
hear
I
him.
can hear you.
I
All
can
right,
see him in the video.
If someone can comment, you can see him. Can we hear? I don't hear him
see him in the
anymore.
video.
I don't hear him anymore. Ming, I don't hear you anymore.
You don't hear
You
me?
hear
Why?
us?
I didn't say anything. Can you hear me now?
I lost his talking ability.
Dang.
Yeah.
But we can see him. He's there, right?
All right, but you can't hear me. All right. Fair
No, where'd he go? Where is he?
Now it's just it's defaulted to the video in the
That's you
front.
guys.
Yeah. You're not there, Ming.
I'm
Uh-oh.
coming back
We
towards
were
you.
just raising technology a minute ago and it's letting us
It's not
down.
working now.
I'm trying to get you guys drinks. What do you
Yeah.
guys want? I got the first round.
Oh, wow.
Cocktail.
Yeah.
Beer?
Yeah, I'll just take a beer.
Okay.
Okay,
Got it.
got it.
Whatever.
All right, here we go.
Surprise me. I mean, like,
So I'm over here at the Robinson
Oh,
Ale.
so I'll look
Over
at
here.
it.
I don't know even if you can hear me. But,
if you put something in front of me, I could probably drink it.
I was like in the mood when I'm walking around earlier. I was like, I don't. I don't. It feels like it.
I know, right?
It's that day. Oh well. So he tried to walk over to show the businesses. He wants to show the businesses and talk, but I guess it's just not working the way.
What do you make the? I mean, it's right there. I guess with the order, right?
Yeah, right there is the water right there.
Nice.
We got these.
Yeah. No one's gonna care.
They were just looking. They just came by looking at them.
Yeah, we don't want it. What I need to do is thank you.
Wait, do you guys know what beer you want? You know what beer you want?
Oh, I'll just take like a Miller Lite if they have it.
All right.
Whatever.
Nothing fancy.
Nothing
I'm
fancy.
easy.
Okay.
Something good. Something good, man.
Yeah, I'm easy.
I'm a little tougher, but I don't care. IPA guy, but I didn't see any IPAs out there.
Yeah, I drink when it comes to beer. I
Which one do I want?
Except for like stouts. I'm not a stout guy. Just like a little too heavy, but I love IPAs and pretty much anything else. I like the this time of year for beers. I mean, you're able to get a lot of this like summer, like the shandy, you know, like the I love that shit.
Heat. Oh my god.
I know, right?
The lining Google outside. So easy.
Now we're talking. Now we are talking.
It's only good in the summer.
I know, right? Only good in the summer.
But what a day! It looks like the sun's
There's a few clouds going around, right? Beautiful.
little cool, little wind coming this way now, but it's still looking great
How long have you
outside.
been doing your podcast for?
From the Hang On Me Short
Yeah.
one, we started like almost day one of the Shared Universe.
Nice.
So we were one of the first ones there, and then also all the guys, I guess they're not Mr. Technology. They don't want to do it online.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Meg, M-I-N-G.
I want to do
right over
something.
there.
I want to do
Just
something.
give me a
So
wave
created
and I'll-
Cullen on film, and then
I do, of course.
Awesome. It's so cool.
all over the place.
Yeah.
Like,
It's so cool, man.
and I have some of my students actually been on my show interviewing like younger, like I get like younger celebrities.
Right.
Feel weird interviewing them, so I get, hey, students, want to come on
Yeah.
and interview, and they're killing it.
Who are some of the people you've had on there?
Ashley Williams from
I saw that.
actress. She's
Good?
a lot of homework.
Okay.
She's on a lot of TV shows.
Thanks, guys.
She played the wife
All
of
right. Thank you. Thank you, Rob.
comedian, funny comedian that it was
Thank
very
you, Robinson. Thank you,
old
guys.
guy,
You're awesome.
very funny, but clean comedian.
Uh,
I forget his name. She was on that. She's been on a lot of TV
Yeah,
shows.
that's cool.
So it was really cool to have her on. She was on a show a long time ago for Good Morning Miami.
Okay.
Few seasons. This is like when I was young, really young.
Right.
I'm like, oh my god, I love this woman. Like, so I met her at this event, and I was like, I loved you on the show. She's like, yeah, you were my parents. Got canceled after season.
All right, I got beers. I got myself a Moscow Mule. It's gonna come in a plastic cup, so
Nice.
they do have cocktails.
Well, they
I'm
do,
just
so,
yeah.
Yeah.
Our friends here at the Robinson Ale House, and
What's a Moscow Mule?
it's got was it vodka, mint,
Ginger beer, I think.
ginger
right?
beer, as ginger beer.
Maybe before
This is
I go,
the one that you like. It traditionally will come served in those. Is it
Copper cup. Yeah,
Yeah,
copper
those
cup.
copper cups. You know.
Yeah, for sure. So
Yeah. They're good. They're tasty. The ginger beer is what makes it.
yeah, I love it. So the rule is, and I think legally, hey, you can't drink on the boardwalk, but whatever you do with it after that is not our problem.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. Fair
which is
enough.
cool. But
so we were just talking about the
No
show.
marks here.
So
yeah, so they're gonna call my name and they
the
go.
little thing didn't work.
Well, the video worked. I guess you couldn't hear me.
I didn't even see you on there.
Yeah,
It went
like
away.
I tuned into the Facebook Live and like once you got to the
Yeah.
Oh,
unlock,
that's
it
the,
kinda
uh,
cut out.
Maybe
I think the Wi-Fi only goes up first. So I
Yeah.
have to see if I
It
can
worked
go
for
on
a
the
little
cell
bit and then
service.
it eventually kind of cut out.
Okay, trying to get it. We'll try to get it going.
I was saying it was funny because we were literally just praising technology.
I know,
You
right?
walk 2 feet away and it cuts out.
Well, they do have boardwalk wide Wi-Fi,
Yes,
and at certain spots, it's like 100 megabits. It's awesome.
I know, yeah, it's
At
incredible.
certain spots.
I got to tell you, when we first started doing
Shore mics at my house also. So if we don't go to the
You know.
studio, we just do it at my house. We've
Oh,
got,
all right, we're good. I gotta go get our drinks,
okay.
gentlemen. Keep talking.
Yeah. So I got a blue mic, and I'm like, wow, man, this is never
Yeah.
a problem.
It makes all the
There we go.
flip-flops with the
Oh, with yeah.
I used to have one of those. I carry it all the time. I wear it with me.
I gotta get a new one. It's faded.
Oh wow, that one has seen some things.
It's almost time for a new one. Sometimes I have 2 or 3.
I know. I used to have a buddy in college. He had like a dungeon master key ring. But it was just
Dungeon
all
master.
bottle openers. Like it's all it was. Like, why do you need 7 bottle openers? I don't understand.
I had a lot of them because you can go out to the usually in the summertime. You go out to the bars and walk around, like giving samples. And I always take them and
Oh,
right away,
the
I'll put it on-
promo models.
yeah, so
All
I'll
right.
just put it right on
Exactly.
keychain.
Yeah, you just collect
there. You know.
This is the Asbury Park Mule. It's called.
With the Asbury Park.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
good.
It does look delicious.
It really does.
Flip it over. That's what mine looks like there. The Asbury Park Mule. There's and they have to seal the cocktails. So if seal's been broken, check contents. It's like, I'm about to check the contents, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
And
Do you
over
have
here,
do you have a straw?
I don't have a straw. I'll just drink it from the cup.
I think that's funny because that can go both ways. If seal is broken, check content because you might end up having more fun
Yeah.
than you anticipated.
Yeah, Thea Glenn. Yes, Thea, come down and podcast with us.
Yes.
I don't know if you're close or not.
I
We're
just
going
look at
out.
there's people from all over the country.
We're going out
Yeah,
worldwide
that's
for
pretty
sure.
cool.
Yeah,
I know,
it's
right?
pretty
San
cool. Right?
Diego, Florida. That's
Right?
amazing.
I dig it.
That is really cool.
Yeah, it's
But I think that's been happening more now that you've been online doing all these shows. Is that, like, again, all these audiences. We had this like young girl on that my student interviewed that's like big social media.
Yeah.
So like now we got all these like, people that like social media joining in.
It's just amazing how so much of this stuff catches on because it's like, and what I find fascinating is the stuff that catches on for the people that like aren't really intending for that to happen. They're just kind of out there doing their thing because that's the beauty of podcasting. Because a lot of people that do podcasts, the people that I know, and I'm sure people that podcast here, like they just want a podcast. They have stuff they want to talk about, and they go out there and they do their thing, and they're not going out with any intention of making money or becoming a thing. And sometimes it just hits. You never know. It happens.
Yeah.
You do it
You're
for
just
the fun.
being
man.
yourself. Yeah.
So Thea Glenn, who's just tuned in, she's from Alpine, Texas. So I'm
Nice.
gonna have to look that one up.
Yeah, I was like, where in Texas is Alpine, Texas? It's not Austin. I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look that up.
Well,
And,
Houston, I know Houston. I've been to
yeah.
Houston with. That's another thing that we've been doing. Well, I go to film festivals, so now there's film festivals with Comic Cons
Yeah.
combined. So I've been going to a bunch and
So
seeing Ming and going down there.
What's the last one you were at?
What was the last?
What, Comic Con?
Yeah,
in the before time. So it was the last.
I know.
that was the last one.
I was
I've been going to a few, but
I was in Michigan. That was the last one I went to. One in
I don't
here.
even remember what it was the
Michigan.
last now.
Was it Christmas Con?
Maybe Christmas.
Christmas Con.
I
CJ went to Christmas Con.
That's
Nice.
where I met Ashley, and I had a blast there.
Nice.
So
They were asking I might videotape for them.
cheers to Jackie Magnifico, the the wife of Matt over here.
What, is she on there now?
She's watching us. Yeah,
Oh,
she's like,
God.
yeah, she just says simply Moscow Mules. Hey, Jackie, you can come down unless you can. I don't know what you're doing today, but
She's not doing anything.
oh, dude, no, Jackie, I have beach passes here if you want to go sun yourself. I have 2 of them.
I know,
I
right?
got them before they closed the sale.
Smart.
There you
Yeah.
go.
We are actually having some friends over
Oh, no sweat.
for dinner, but as of
All right.
right now, I guarantee
Okay.
you she's not doing anything.
You're invited. Darren Boyd, Belfast, Ireland.
What?
Yeah, Belfast,
Wow.
Ireland, which is cool.
Ireland, man.
Yeah,
I love
I-
Ireland.
CJ Cullen,
Oh,
are you
man.
full-blooded Irish?
100%.
I could tell. Yeah.
100%.
I would have never guessed.
I went
Yeah.
to Ireland when I was 15 and haven't been back, and I gotta go back.
As a result, CJ can drink, and he
Yeah.
plays policeman, and like
You know what's
he plays a lot of policemen
Yeah.
when he does that when he gets an acting gig.
You know,
There's a lot of
I do
policemen.
play live cops on TV. But when I went there at 15, I never really drank before.
Yeah,
So I went there and I had a harp
yeah.
for the first time. That whole big harp pint with my dad.
Oh, the beer, hard
Yeah.
beer.
15 harp
Okay.
beer. And it's strong out. It's strong.
Yeah, it's
So I had
different.
one of those, and then I had the Irish Guinness.
Which I hear is completely different than the American Guinness.
So I never had a Guinness before.
Right.
And I drank that. I had 2 beers.
Gone.
Smashed
Yeah,
out
gone,
of my
right?
mind at 15. I did not drink until I was 18.
Yep, exactly. You had a traumatic experience. Yeah.
Hammered.
That was like I remember when I was in Italy in college. I did a whole semester there, and I was only I guess 20 at the time
Yeah.
when I was there, so I wasn't able to legally drink. But aside from that,
Well, I thought it was You could drink.
But no, I mean legally drink in the U.S. So yeah,
in the US.
Those Europeans, anybody watching in Europe right now, you guys have high tolerances, man.
yeah. And
Is it all the smoking, maybe? Maybe all the smoking like coats the lungs and stuff?
You know, they always said like if you the stereotype that you can see over the bar, you're fine.
Right.
But like when you like actually being there, even if you couldn't see over the bar, they're just gonna serve you. It doesn't matter. And the best part
Is there an age?
I think legally, if I remember, it was 18
Okay.
legally. But I mean, if you look at,
I was 15 drinking in a bar.
If you look at, they're not going to question.
Right, for sure.
So we're a bunch of Americans buying everything here.
Yeah.
They're just going to be like, let the 15-year-old have it.
And the other thing is, you can do it like at least in Italy. I'm sure Ireland's probably the same way.
Yeah.
You just walk. There's like no such thing as an open container. Well, you
Oh,
just
yeah.
walk around on the friggin' street
For
drinking.
sure.
You know? And I was so fascinated by it. I was like, why can't we do this in America? Like, this
I
is so
agree
much
with
better.
you. I know, I've been in New Orleans, people throwing up on the streets and
Yeah.
stuff, but
Yeah.
I think if you just do it
If you
anywhere,
just everywhere,
no
it
one-
wouldn't be
yeah, it
that
wouldn't be-
bad. Yeah.
it
People
wouldn't-
always say that about New Orleans too. It's like, well, we don't want people like with crazy party. Like that's because it's the only place in the country you can do it. If you
I
can do it
think-
everywhere, it would be that
So
big
you
of a
could
deal.
just walk around.
Just walk around, yeah.
Oh, New Orleans, yeah. The only rule is it has to be in a plastic cup, like no
Oh,
glass
like, so we
container.
can walk around like this.
Literally. And then when you leave the bar, there's a whole pile of plastic cups. So you dump your beer in there, give them back to pint glass, and then you just go you go upon your merry way.
I've never been to this place.
What is this? What is this magical New Orleans like place where yeah,
It's like a unicorn that really exists.
yeah, for sure.
I was supposed to be at a match in New Orleans in April, which obviously did not
No.
happen.
Oh,
I know.
dang.
Did they have a wedding?
No, I actually it was interesting because it sucks obviously, but at the beginning of this year, I was worried that I wasn't going to have enough like PTO days because I literally had like 6 weddings to go to, like 4 bachelor
Right.
parties. It was like going to be a super
Events.
awesome event-filled year, and now I'm like literally looking for reasons to use my PTO because all that shit has been canceled.
Wow.
So it's like,
I know. I get summer coming up, and I'm like,
yeah, I think I'm just gonna start taking like every other like Friday off or something because I got my days to use.
Yeah,
might as well.
Yeah, and CJ is a teacher, so,
Yeah, so I
usually I guess
summer.
during the summers you would plan stuff.
we go on trips and stuff. I'm
Yeah.
still gonna. I just telling him I'm going to Tennessee for no reason. Just
Why not? Yeah.
because it's open.
Yeah,
I
do it.
love you're like, hey, you were like, hey, I'm thinking about going to Knoxville. I'm like, Knoxville's cool, man. I went to Knoxville last year, and Knoxville's cool. You're gonna to Knoxville, take a trip, go to Nashville for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Nashville is
stop.
amazing.
Yeah, I was thinking that it's actually cheaper flight to Nashville.
So go to it's like
I
Nashville's
was
a cheap
thinking
flight.
Knoxville because I saw all these like beer places, and then Dollywood was open. I've never been to Dollywood.
Yeah. I definitely if you're going to Tennessee, you gotta go to Nashville. dude.
Nashville's better.
Yeah, you gotta go
Yeah.
to Nashville.
Where did you say you taught again?
Middletown North. Middletown North. TV film class.
Yeah, it's very.
Yeah, you're the TV film AV teacher
Oh, man.
over there.
The
Which
guy
is
that
cool.
3 years ago is the best. He comes in.
Yeah, I get to go in. Usually,
Yeah,
I'll go in once a year, and I'll teach kids about podcasting. Except this year, they came to us. They came to our studio.
Right before all this happened.
Yeah, right before all this happened.
That was our trip before.
That's
Yeah, it was amazing.
But
very cool.
I combine like I've been a teacher and I've been in the movie business, and now I combine both, and I can't be happier
Yeah,
ever.
it's amazing.
Like even through all this craziness that I can't teach hands on, I still love what I do. Like,
Yeah.
I'm doing the podcast and I get all these people for the students to they're learning from. People coming on being like some people like, how the hell are you getting this person?
Yeah. Just ask.
Yeah,
Just ask. Just ask. John. Oh, but Chris Pratt lost all his emails, so he lost your email. You lost your email that you
I'm
asked.
like, what guy would you want to hear from? They're like Chris Pratt.
How do
Chris
you
Pratt.
lose his email?
I'm like, I'm
He-
gonna try.
He said he accidentally deleted 15,000 emails.
15,000 emails.
Like
And
he-
I emailed him.
Like he was gonna read all of those.
Yeah,
stuff.
right. Yeah, what 15,000
He went
emails?
through. He was like 15,000. Then he came on again. He goes, look at this,
Accidentally.
1,000. Went through 1,000, 14,000. Then he comes back on. He goes, I accidentally deleted
Yeah.
all.
Oops.
If you need me, just email me back,
He
please.
was like, oops.
Yeah, I'm sure that was a big act. I'm sitting in my office and somebody calls me. I don't want to talk to them. Oh, sorry, I just must have accidentally hung up on
You
you.
get some schmo that got his email like myself, and I'm
Yeah.
emailing him, of course,
Definitely made a mistake. My bad.
But I'm like, what? Just try it. Who cares? 1 out of 50 will answer, and I got one.
Right? Yeah. I mean, just Put it out there. Who cares if they don't answer? What's the worst thing? Are your feelings hurt? Nobody answered your email?
So I got some ideas, see what the kids like, and I email, and some of them do answer.
That's really cool, though. That's very cool.
And if they don't, they might have a cheap cameo and be like, "Hey,
get them on Cameo then."
$20? Yeah, I'm just say hello to my kids."
Yeah, right. So that's why.
Right, man, we'll get you.
That's why he didn't. That's why he didn't reply to you because he lost. Your email.
That's what I think. Yeah.
I mean, at least you have a good story around that, though.
I did meet him a long time ago before he was famous.
Where did you meet Chris Pratt?
It was at a friend of mine worked for like advertising.
Okay.
And they went to these upfronts, and I went to the Warner Brothers.
Oh,
upfront. And he was on Everwood.
Yeah.
So,
wait. How did you get invited to the Warner Brothers upfronts? And
a friend through a friend.
The upfronts for anyone who doesn't know.
This is back then, so it wasn't like this CW stuff.
Upfront is basically a party for all the advertisers on the network,
right?
And all the advertisers come out, and then the network will bring all the actors and stuff to this party, and then they can meet each other. Hence, so the advertisers will keep advertising. So basically, it's a big schmooze party. It's great.
You're allowed, awesome. Like the advertisers allowed to bring like one person. So I got brought on, and they thought I was an advertising guy. I'm all dressed up. I look like an advertising guy. No.
Yeah.
And there was like this back bar.
So the actors, they don't know who you are. They don't know if you're from Coca-Cola or
yeah,
or whatever, a big like Microsoft or whatever. No, so they have to treat everybody like they're awesome.
Yeah.
Like
so there was like the front bar and the back bar, and they weren't ready yet. But I just walked in, and every celebrity was there.
So you found like the green room or whatever.
Yeah. So I had.
There was no guard.
Pass on, so nobody said anything. So I'm just going up to everybody, hey, picture, and then you go with conversations and drinking, and so I see Chris Pratt, and I go, and he was on the show Everwood. I'm like, hey, I know you. I saw you in the show, and at the time, I mean, this was a long time ago. This was like just after working in Viewers movies,
right?
So I was like, yeah, you know, I'm from where Kevin Smith is. I worked out.
You dropped the name.
Yeah, name dropped right away.
Kevin. Kevin Smith.
I don't know
Kevin
how
Smith.
I got brought up, but he said something.
Hey, I'm no stranger to that. That's okay. Don't.
Oh, yeah.
But this is,
I ain't no stranger. Yeah, no, not at all. Not at all.
He's a huge fan.
Yeah.
Like, he loved Clerks.
Yeah.
So we were hanging out all night talking about Jersey, about and he was just, you know, he was the brother on Everwood. So
right.
He was, and he could drink, man. He was
Chris Pratt could drink.
Like, shot. Let's go, shot.
You were doing shots with Chris Pratt?
Several.
Really?
Apparently.
And then we went out after.
What's Everwood? I don't think I've ever seen it.
It was a show, and it's funny because his sister on the show was also in Marvel. She's agent. What's her name?
Agent.
She's the agent that was like is actually the daughter of Captain America, but they were hidden on each other.
Oh, know? Agent 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she was Peggy Carter's like granddaughter, I guess,
something, right? Or aunt or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I forget exactly what it was.
They were brother and sister on Everwood.
Oh no shit! Okay.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
but this is like so it's so cool to way before these people were like big, and
right?
Like Dawson's Creek was still on, so Pacey was there. So I was bugging Pacey all night.
Was it Joshua Jackson? Right? Yeah. Okay.
And so it was like I was pretty much bothering him and Chris Pratt. We were all
so cool. That's so cool.
Yeah, hello, Steve Jeppy from Baltimore, Maryland is tuning in. Steve Jeppy is the founder of Diamond Comics Distributors.
Really?
Yeah, one of our dear friends.
Nice.
For sure.
I haven't seen the show in a while.
What's that?
Doesn't he do shows? Did you?
He runs all the comic book distribution. Like if you have a comic book shop.
I'm thinking of the other show.
Oh, Josh. Maybe you're thinking of Josh's son does shows too as well.
The show that he does with you guys online, the comic book show. From out west. Who's that guy?
I'm trying to remember.
The older guy.
I'm trying to
might go on and do the shows with him. He has celebrities on sometimes.
The Scott Hoverman from Biloxi, Mississippi, from Three Alarm Comics. Yes. No, Steve runs Diamond Comics Distributors, as well as many other things. He's a great guy. And every so often, I'll get to go. I'll go and watch an Orioles game with him. He's got the first 8 seats behind the dugout, so it's pretty.
I can't wait to go back and buy comics.
And actually, Steve was on Comic Book Men, season 8, episode 1. He's the one who had the Action Comics #1 that we smelled.
Oh, that was him?
That's his Action Comics. Or it was. He donated most of his, or almost all his collections to the Library of Congress.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, so there are comic books in the Library of Congress?
There are now, thanks to Steve Juppy. Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Are they like insanely expensive ones?
They're all. He's got every key issue like ever created. So
that's amazing.
the Action #1, like it's worth $2-3 million.
Fantasy 15.
He's got that Hope 181. He donated it. Yep.
Amazing.
That's Steve Juppy, man, for you. And he started him and his son started a whole movement named "Our Comeback Will Be Bigger Than Our Setback," which is encouraged, just to be like, there's a little setback, but our
comic book industry.
comeback will be
absolutely.
way bigger. So
I saw you guys promoting that.
Yeah, we had the shirts for sure. So
I gotta buy one of those shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to go back and start buying.
Steve, I
comics
miss
at a
you.
comic book shop again.
John Eds is like, hey, what shore are you at? This is the Jersey Shore, my friend. We're in Asbury Park, New Jersey. We're live in Asbury Park, New Jersey.
This is the shore.
And it is, it's pretty much a perfect day out here. So
It really is, man. I can't get over
I
it.
miss this.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Really
so I got a quick upfront story, if I may. So AMC does their own upfronts. I didn't even know what an upfront was, but again, it's a big party for other.
Well, yeah, you got to go because you're part of it.
The first time I didn't. So
You didn't?
every pretty much every TV network, there's this huge party. Bigwigs from the advertising, their advertisers come down. They schmooze with the actors from their hit TV shows.
Yeah.
And the advertisers like, oh, I got a photo with the guy who played Don Draper, or I got a photo of Andrew Lincoln from Walking Dead or whatever. And they're like, well, of course I'm going to throw more money at you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
And on the flip side, these guys are like, well, these guys fund our show, so we have to be nice to them too. So I think it was 2013 or 14. I can't remember.
In New York.
I was supposed to go. I was supposed to pick up Kevin from the airport and drive him to the AMC upfronts.
Yeah.
And I think Brian Johnson was with me. And so initially they
already we know this story.
Yeah, initially they invited Kevin and Brian Johnson to go to the upfront. So we didn't know what it was. Brian was wearing like a T-shirt. He was wearing a Breaking Bad T-shirt that had a quote from Breaking Bad, but it was wrong. The quote was, I think the quote is I'm the one who knocks. And it's a picture of Walter White.
What did he buy it on Canal Street?
I think he got it on Redbubble or something, but the shirt was misspelled. Instead of like I'm the one who knocks, it said like I am the one who knocks, or it was totally wrong. And so he didn't. He was never really told what this party was. He was like, hey, AMC wants you to show up with Kevin.
That's great.
And so I drive him to the party, and Kevin was like, well, you're here. Like, you should be here. Why don't you just come in with us? And I'm wearing a T-shirt and, like, some workout pants. Because I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, come in with us. I didn't know what it was. And I walk in, and all of a sudden we see, like, Steve Yeun from Walking Dead is in a suit.
Yeah.
And, like, Andrew Lincoln. And then I see, like, Betsy Brandt, who played Hank Schrader's wife.
Yep.
And I see R.J. Mitty, who played Walter Jr.
Wow.
And then I see Jessica Paré from Mad Men, the Zuby Zoo girl,
Yeah.
and I see Denai Guerrera, and I'm like, where are we? Like, what the hell is this? And me and Brian are like, what's going on? And I'm like, well, screw it. I whip out my phone and I started taking photos with everyone.
That's awesome.
And I remember the Breaking Bad cast was just kind of hanging out, talking to each other, and I came up and was like, hey man, would you mind if I got a photo with you guys? And I found out Betsy Brandt's from Bay City, Michigan. I'm like, I'm from Michigan, and we have this whole conversation.
So cool.
And I remember before I went up there, though, Brian was like, oh, man, it's a Breaking Bad. Like, I would love a photo with them. I'm like, well, why don't you just go ask them?
Yeah, go ask
But here, he's like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm like, bro, sit back. Let me show you how it's done. And I was like, hey, I love you guys. Can I get a photo with you guys? And I came back. I was like, hey, I got the photo. And he was like, man, I wish I was from Michigan. I'm like, dude, go get the fucking photo with them. Don't be such a wuss. Do not be such a wuss. And he went, I'm pretty sure he got a photo. We got photos. So there's this, I'll see if I can find it. There's a photo with, it's me, Brian Johnson, Denai Guerrera, Steve Yeun, Common, the rapper Common, and Norman Reedus.
What was Common there? What was Common?
He was on Hell on Wheels when that cowboy, that like Western show that AMC had for
I did a movie with
a couple
Common.
seasons.
Just right.
He's a good actor, man.
Yeah,
He's
really cool
very
dude.
good. Very nice guy too. I met him on set.
I loved him in John Wick Chapter 2. I loved him.
Yes,
Part.
he's very good.
And the upfront was set up where, like there's food and stuff, but you can go in. They set up this whole room where it looked like the super lab.
Yeah.
And you can go in there and break the blue meth and shit.
Oh,
There's a
really?
video of me breaking blue
sick.
meth. And then there was one who's like a fake like zombie apocalypse and all this. So it's
those things got bigger as like I went long time ago.
Yeah.
It was more relaxed and very small.
Yeah.
They got bigger and bigger and bigger.
it was crazy. So I remember the next day I went back and I was at the store and I'm like, and Walt and Mike were there. I was like, dude, you'll never believe what happened. And I could see Walt could give a shit. He doesn't care about it.
Sounds about right.
And you could see Mike. He was like, you could see Mike kind of getting madder and madder, as if like, well, why didn't I get invited? I'm like, dude, I didn't get invited. I just happened to be there and I got to go.
Right time.
And he was not happy. So he was not happy. So the next he was not happy. The next year, I guess they saw that the AMC saw that I was having so much fun, and I was talking to everybody.
Yeah.
That they invited me. They invited me back the next year. Like I actually got invited the next year. But Mike didn't get invited, and he was so mad. He was pissed. He was pissed because the network knew not to invite Walt because they knew he wouldn't go. Because like, he's not the we all know he's not the guy who goes and schmoozes.
Right. Yeah.
He doesn't even know who half these people are. So
he doesn't care either.
Brian cares, but he won't act like he cares.
Right.
Yeah. Because Brian would always get on me for going to cons and taking photos with people. Like, why wouldn't I?
Yeah, exactly.
Why the hell wouldn't I? Especially like like they're there. Like Mark Hamill's there.
He goes once in a while. Brian goes.
Yeah, but he would grill me. He was like, "Oh, I would never go up to. I would never ask for a photo. Like I would. Like, why do you? Why do you care?" But he's so full of shit though, because if it was from someone from like a horror movie or something, he really like.
Oh yeah, it's like if you saw Richard Dreyfuss, he'd run up to him.
I remember, I won't name the celebrity, but he wrote a note and gave it to him. like a love note. He passed him a note. He loved him so much. I'm like, dude, you're full of shit. Brandon's full of shit, man. He's like, he just wants to, he thinks he's too cool, but he's not.
Oh man,
but he's not.
I have no shame when it comes to that kind of shit. Like I've met my my fair share of people, and like usually I can keep it pretty cool, but I'll never forget when I met Nikki Sixx from Motley Crue. This was years and years ago. I just graduated college. He was doing a book signing for his book, The Heroin Diaries, and I went and I get up to the where he was, and I had like a whole thing that I wanted to say about as a musician. It didn't come out. He reached his hand out. I shook his hand. I looked at him. And I'm just looking dead in the eye. I was like, I love you, dude. And he just started laughing. I had a whole thing I wanted to say. None of it came out because at the time, especially Nikki Sixx was just like my idol, as a musician, the whole thing. And I just looked like a jackass, and he just started laughing. I was like, I love you, dude.
But you're not though. That's exactly what they want to hear.
Exactly right.
That's exactly what they want to hear.
Yeah, man, it was fun.
Yeah,
like sometimes I'm usually fine with everyone going and talking.
Yeah,
I talk to everybody. Sometimes it stops.
Yeah, you just trip over yourself.
I was with him and another buddy, Brian, and Leah Thompson.
Oh man, yeah.
So Leah Thompson, you have to. I totally understand.
I was like,
I get it.
I went up to talk, and I was like,
yeah, 100%.
I know. I had to talk for him. I was sitting there. I was like, he thinks you're really cool.
She's like, you're cute. She's like, baby, you work and make films, so maybe we'll work one day together. And I go, yeah.
Like, please. That's amazing. But hey, listen, guys, I got some friends coming over.
No, go
take. Dinner, so
thank you for jumping over, dude.
Yeah, man, this was amazing. Thanks for letting me know. This was amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sad to see the Boardwalk space go, but I can't wait to get back into the regular studio very soon.
Maybe it'll be another studio.
T-minus a week.
Hey, man, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I always do.
Can't wait.
I always do. And for Knucklehead, that someone got some beachfront property for a little bit.
Yeah,
it's not bad. So enjoy your day.
This was a lot of fun.
Thanks for stopping down, man.
Of course, I can't wait.
And look up Ready Set Review, and for sure check it out, everybody. Ready Set Review, the podcast. So
nice meeting you, man. See you later,
buddy. See you later, man. See you later, dude. He's got his he's wow, man. He drinks fast, man.
That goes down fast.
So that upfront thing, I totally rubbed it in so that the day of they sent like a limo, like a big black SUV to pick me up at the store.
Really?
And I got all dressed up this time. I wasn't wearing sweatpants this time.
Like a suit?
I wore a suit and a tie. And I remember I parked my car in the back and I walked through and I was just kind of like strutting through the store and I was like, well, see you later, guys.
No one else went? Just
No,
you?
it was me. I think Kevin. They usually
Kevin
wanted
going?
me. They usually wanted me and Kevin there.
Yeah.
They knew Kevin. You know,
Yeah.
Kevin's obviously a big kid.
So
So
he flew from
they
California
flew him.
again?
They flew him in.
Oh, they flew him there?
Flew him in. Gave him a hotel, like all
Did he
that.
go
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
flew to New York or Jersey and you got him? Or
It was he flew to Jersey or New York. He was New
yeah.
York. Yeah, so I met him over there, and yeah, that was
I remember when when they flew him in for the Breakfast Club thing because I was there. Didn't know Kevin was going to.
I remember.
Be there.
So the Lincoln Center, yeah, did a whole Breakfast Club retrospective. I think Kevin did he moderate it?
He moderated.
Moderated
But, I had no
Breakfast
idea.
Club
But I got tickets for me and a buddy to go to the Breakfast Club thing, right?
Yeah.
And then I walked in and Kevin's there. I go, what the
What the hell are you doing here? What are you
And
doing
he goes,
here?
what the hell are you doing here?
That's more accurately, yeah. So big shout out to Blake Northcott who was watching. Blake is an insanely talented comic book writer from Canada.
Wow.
We had a crazy weekend in New Hampshire at a con up there in 1 year. It's fun. She is amazing. Yeah, she is currently writing the current run of Catwoman right now, which I cannot wait to read. She got a million other projects going
How's
on
Canada
as well.
doing through all this?
I think they're doing okay, but anybody up in Canada can chime in and tell us firsthand.
We got a few people in Canada
sure.
that we know.
So Blake has asked, what are you watching Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime right now?
I'm watching on all those.
What are you watching on anything right now? So I was just reminded. I don't know if you've ever seen it. There's a eight episode HBO series called The Night of, and I don't know if you saw it.
I know of it.
Yeah, you got a story.
Yeah.
So I remember I
Wow.
pulled it up. I pulled up the first episode on Airplane, and it kind of ends on a cliffhanger. I was like, holy crap!
Did they ever come back?
Oh, it was only 8 part. It finished
No,
The Night of.
Yeah,
I watched
the
the first.
Toro, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Watched first episode. I was like, "Whoa, this is really awesome!" And the main character I really related to, like I was like, "Wow, I could get mixed up in a weird situation like this." And I don't know why, but I never watched the rest of them, and I kind of forgot about it until a friend reminded me of it, and I went back and I watched all 8 episodes.
That happens when you forget, like you're watching
Yeah,
stuff and then you
so
totally
good.
put it down and forget.
Yeah, it stars Riz Ahmed, but yeah, John Turturro's one of the lawyers, and yeah, do you have a story?
No, for
About
that
The
it was
Night
the
of?
wrong show.
Oh,
I was thinking
okay.
of a different show. It was another miniseries show with the guy from Star Wars that was on it. I can't even remember.
Which guy from Star Wars? Freaking Adam Driver. Yeah.
He did a bunch of HBO miniseries.
Yeah,
stuff, and
yeah.
I did one with them. This was right before Star Wars, and we were hanging out all day. Because,
So you met you met him?
Yeah, before he was
Really? That's
before
cool, man.
He was just
He,
starting. He was just starting to get on stuff.
Yeah, he seems like a very cool guy.
He was playing like some. He was one of the main guys. It was a true story in Yonkers, so we were in Yonkers filming. Just hanging out all day, but he was so nice.
That's awesome.
But this was before Star Wars. He did not have Star Wars yet. So
Now he's Poe Dameron.
yeah, that was it, right?
Now he's Poe Dameron. So the Night of I really enjoyed. The first 3 episodes, it was just it was very uncomfortable feeling. It was I felt really bad for the main character. But if you have HBO Max, definitely check
I
that
didn't
out.
get that, 'cause
You
everything's
don't
on
have
there now,
HBO?
right?
You didn't have HBO now?
I got rid of HBO years
Oh,
ago.
the app is
I had
15.
Showtime for a while. I just got rid of Showtime. So.
App is $15 a month, man. It's totally worth it.
Really?
Yeah.
Because there's so many things out now, and I just keep switching.
Yeah.
So, but I had Showtime. I just canceled Showtime. So, but I have all the other stuff now. So it's
Blake has been watching Extraction with Hemsworth, and we just talked to
it's on Netflix.
Yeah, we just talked to Andy Parks, who created the comic book that it's based on.
Oh wow!
And highly recommended. She's waiting for Umbrella.
Is it a show or a movie?
It's a movie. It's a movie.
Yeah.
She's waiting for Umbrella Academy season 2, which that's when I gotta get to. I haven't seen Umbrella Academy yet.
Yes,
I'm
I
so
saw half
behind.
the season.
Blake, I'm so behind.
I didn't finish watching that, and I did enjoy it.
I'm so
enjoyed it.
behind.
It was good.
Yeah, for sure.
I got to go back to that, and now also Ozark. I finished Ozark.
Yeah.
That was good.
Thea Glenn, Ming, have you heard of Twitch? Are you talking about the streaming platform? Because we are streaming there right now, my friend.
We're on Twitch right now.
Twitch.tv/ am I on the
On
Twitch?
your page, or you
yeah,
like Coral
Twitch.
Shore?
Twitch. I'm on mine. Twitch.tv/Mingchen37. If you want to subscribe or raid my Twitch
I
channel.
think I have a Twitch, but I never use it.
Yeah.
I
Well,
can't
it's mainly for gaming.
yeah.
And I'm on there.
I think I got
but
one, so
I'll
I can
stream
watch other
for over there for sure. So yeah, FA Photo's watching me on Twitch. What's up, my friend? FA Photo is over. He's in Georgia, I think. He'll stop over at Coral Sword every so often. So yeah.
The Coral Sword, man, but we missed it this year.
It's awesome. All right, Blake. Blake says Umbrella Academy is so good. I'm gonna definitely check that
I gotta
out.
finish watching it because season 2 is coming, right? So
Yes, it is.
I did enjoy what I watched. I watched like half of it, and then things happen, you forget.
For sure. Darren Boyd met me and Mike at Session 2013. We was in New York City for a wedding.
Oh yeah.
That is awesome. So, and Jackie, Matt's wife was going to come down. She said their AC broke and the guy's fixing it right now. So yeah, you're going to need your AC.
Yeah, you need AC. Even I always hold off, but I put my AC on.
Why? Just to save money?
Yeah, it never really that hot, but I was just like, I'm in the apartment a lot now, doing work.
Yeah,
and
totally.
It's freaking hot, man. So I have it pumping.
Totally. And Matt Lipisco, one of our longtime watchers, listeners.
There's a lot of people.
Greetings from California. Yeah, usually, we have a lot of people tuning in, depending on what happens.
All over the place. California, Florida, Canada.
Yeah, usually our friend Kyril, he's from Moscow. He'll tune in for sure. So,
do you see these guys at cons at all?
sometimes, yeah, occasionally I do. Occasionally, for sure. So I every so often we will, for sure.
That's awesome, man. Missed those cons. So what was the first con you think you're gonna hit back up?
I don't know. I'm supposed to be in Orlando sometime next month.
Really?
I'm gonna tour a bunch of comic book shops. Not a bunch. One local chain in particular called Coliseum of Comic. I don't know if they're gonna document it. I'm just stop by and meet people and have fun over the weekend. I have a couple that got postponed till August, and I haven't heard if they're coming back or not, but we'll see about that.
August might be the month that maybe.
August might be a good time to come back,
yeah.
question mark. Yeah, I'm not really
Most
sure.
places I think are September, but
yeah.
Who knows?
I don't know, man. It's just so weird. So
but a lot of them are banking on like October, November to be back in full swing.
We'll see how the cases go.
Yeah. I mean, if you look outside here today, it looks like everyone's,
here I'll turn the camera this way.
Crowded, everyone's kind of just doing their thing, and
well, the crazy part is this is limited too. Like on a regular non-virus free weekend, this boardwalk would be packed.
So packed, and the beach would be so packed because you can actually walk around.
Yeah, but even so, I love seeing all this. I love that we can do it out here.
Yeah.
I love that we can stream out here.
You think it's more locals now? Like, not many people are coming down for the weekends just now, so it's more.
No, I think there are people coming down. I saw, Although we should hang out. We should put out the Ask Me a Stories. Hang on.
Yeah, let's do that. Then they can sit right here.
I'm putting out the sign.
Do you want another thing?
I'm good. I'm drinking slow. So this is what the sign looks like. It says, "Tell me a story." On
cool. Where can you hang that on there?
It's purely. Like right here.
It says, "Tell me a story."
Tell me a story. There you go.
Maybe get some people.
Oh, I think we will.
Yeah.
I think we will get.
Big now.
I think we will get. Yeah, you know why that line's big? Because they got booze over there. I'm good. I'm drinking slow.
Yeah, they
I have a
that
lot
thing.
left.
Yeah, that different thing. This other stuff goes out quickly.
I have a lot left. So.
I gotta get my parking. You got to still pay for parking now in Asbury. It's not free anymore.
I just parked in a lot. It's $10 for all day.
So it's I just parked regular street because so now I have the app. You should come here and get the app. I got the app.
I got the app. Yeah.
And then you just my parking I guess looks like.
Yeah, Toad is like, is Ming wearing capris? No, I'm wearing shorts. They're cargo shorts, so they're not that cool. So. Brett Cruiser 20th anniversary, July 17th. Can't think of anything to do during this lockdown in Baltimore. Can't travel too far because of the government. Any suggestions?
Is it not open, Baltimore?
I imagine Baltimore is probably mostly on restriction.
Yeah.
Well, Brett, the Secret Stash will be open. If I don't know if that's a anniversary destination,
15th,
but
right?
Yeah, June 15th it'll be open. But Brett, you're definitely welcome to come down to the Stash. If you want,
or you can podcast.
Yeah, and Moshi John solo cup for the win. Moshi is the one I'm gonna be hanging out with in Orlando.
Yeah.
I think we were looking at July 4th weekend. So
that's quick, man. It's coming up. It's coming right around the corner.
It is coming up. I didn't even realize. I thought to me in my head, it's still March.
I know it feels like it is. It really does. Because we missed out on all that this spring, right?
We missed out on a lot of stuff, yeah, for sure.
We were inside for so long. I mean, I've been getting by with the shows in school. But, man.
So we literally have a sandwich board here. It's a Tito's handmade. It's a Tito's vodka sandwich board.
Wow.
On the other side, it just says "Tell a Story."
Where'd you get that from?
I borrowed it from the Asbury Park Yacht Club.
No.
Thank you, Marilyn Schlossbach, for letting me borrow the sign.
Your coconut watermelon.
That's which you could get. We none of which we have here, so we had to turn it
the
around.
other side.
Yeah, for sure.
Anybody have a story?
Yeah. So if anybody wants to stand up,
You're walking around. There
story.
are people like I was on.
you'll get people. We did this last night, and we got it
people
along.
were walking around here that were on Instagram too, in Asbury on the boardwalk at the same time I was.
Yeah, for sure. Which is amazing. So you're teaching school.
Yeah.
I think you're preparing for graduations right now,
Oh my
or
gosh, yeah.
online or in person.
Doing all virtual graduation stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, what's up?
How are you?
How are you?
Good.
Have a seat. Tell a story, everybody.
For what?
Yeah, for anything. Have a seat, my friend.
Okay.
What is your name? Grab a mic.
My name is John Frawley.
John?
Is he on?
Yeah.
John, yeah, you're
John
on.
Frawley. I love Asbury Park.
So do I.
It's great. It's fucking wonderful.
How's your
And,
day going so far?
It's wonderful. I love like businesses open up like drinks.
great.
Like it's
Cheers.
kind of illegal. Like I feel like it's like I've been here. I'm 20. I'll be 31 this December.
So
And,
you're
like,
not used to having people walking around with
we
drinks, right?
can't drink drinks in the boardroom.
Yeah.
Usually.
Right.
Usually.
But COVID has like brought this like
I listen, my friend.
crazy kind of thing, you know. It's like it's insane. Like we're like, there's bottles. So at Robinson's, you can buy like a bottle
Yeah.
of fucking vodka,
Yeah.
and a mule kit,
Yeah.
and lime juice for $45. You get bottles of beach,
Yeah.
Bring it on there.
which happens in Barcelona. So like America, like
I know.
let this happen.
Right.
We're responsible people.
Of course.
We have fun.
Yeah.
like,
No one's gonna hurt it. We're not
Why
hurting
can't we
anybody.
do this?
Yeah.
I agree with
Like,
you.
all
I
the time, right?
I think it should be like this all the time.
It's much
Number one.
different, and it breeds this like openness.
Yes.
Which is like not unhealthy. People abuse it definitely, but
Right.
like, the normal person just enjoys it.
Yeah.
So
Nobody's been
listen,
abusing it today.
No, we're having the best time. We're out drinking. We're having a wonderful time. We're buying bottles, but we're remaining
Yeah.
safe.
We're being good.
Calm,
We're being good.
respectful, awful,
Yes.
above anything else. So
Yeah, we were just talking about this. It makes no sense that you can't drink on the boardwalk or anywhere for
it's,
that matter.
I think COVID has exposed to like the American citizens can be citizens
Yes.
and lawful, but
Yes.
still have fun.
Yeah.
I've traveled the world, I've been to Barcelona.
Yep.
And they could
this is
just
what
walk
happens.
around, right?
This is what it is.
Yep.
Like you want to drink, you buy one, you walk out. Like they trust the citizens, the people of the city.
Right.
So I hope, if anything, America can learn from this, and learn that we are not as delinquent as we think.
Right.
I heard some of the rules are going to be even when this is over. They're going to extend it
You
longer.
think? Yeah.
I think that's what I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
alcohol-
I
They
think
keep changing
look, listen,
things. They keep
business
changing.
profit from it.
Yeah.
It's like we could have a great
I think they'll do
economy.
it longer just for businesses.
We're not as irresponsible as people think. Honestly, I really don't think we are. I think there's like the select few that like work for everyone. Of course,
Right,
as in
right.
It's
Any
always
group.
going to be.
But I think in our group, in Asbury Park, Asbury has been built up to the ground down. Like, and we're not gonna fuck it up.
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, listen. The world almost ended or is ending. I'm not
It's
even really
kind
sure.
of on the deteration. You
And
know,
if
like
it's gonna end, I'm gonna go out with one
cheers
last
to that.
drink.
Cheers to that. If we're gonna have fun, like really do it responsibly. Listen, I get why people want to try it, but like,
Sure.
listen, like Newark. So I saw this video on Newark, something in Newark, and it was a bunch of stores like getting from the stores, and they were like, "You're not gonna fuck up Newark because we have grown
Yeah.
so much from
Oh
it."
yeah, you don't
Like,
want to take a step backwards.
we're
no.
not doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
not doing it. So I think there's an empowerment that's come from COVID. And Black Lives Matter.
Yep, for sure.
I'm down for it.
Yeah.
I love it so fucking much, dude.
I was in here the other
it
day. I
pisses
wasn't
some
here.
people off, and those people that it pisses off, walk the fuck away.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. But like, I think this country's going to like a big change that has happened, and
Yeah,
it's happening
it is.
in
And
a
there's
weird,
this
very
kind of
weird
this,
way.
This is weird, like storm, like
There's
three
so much
storms
It's
going
coming
like,
on.
together.
It's like COVID
So much.
plus Black Lives Matter plus
Right.
aliens.
Just everything.
Yeah.
Whatever aliens.
Yeah.
Yes. It's like, oh yes.
What else?
It's a weird time. Like our
Killer
kids
hornets.
will read about this. In the
They
history
will,
books.
for sure.
And I'm very interested to see how the U.S. government words what's going down.
Carefully probably, but yes, they will.
But, like,
I
who
do want
are
to
they
know
gonna
how they word it.
blame or put shed light
Right.
on, like, because it's their responsibility to shed it in the most truthful light.
Right, for the books that we passed on to generations
Yes,
after us.
because biased
Good point.
views are not truthful.
I think we're learning that
We were just talking about that
abundantly.
earlier, right?
right
there were
now.
I
some
really
things
do
we
think
never-
that. I hope we can all like view life unbiased.
Yeah.
And just like respect the person next to us and just ride with it, man. You know?
Yeah, seems like at least some people are growing and learning. Some people, which
And
is
I'm not
better
gonna
than
lie,
nothing, I guess. But
Yeah, I mean, I've lost numerous followers
Sure,
on Instagram
sure,
just for what I post. And
yeah, but hopefully they realize, like, wait a minute, what am I thinking? Like,
they might not. And one thing I'll say when people ask me my party, like what I like or don't like, I say I might not like what you have to say, but I will fight for your right to say it.
sure, absolutely, and I'll listen at the very
America,
least.
dude.
I'll
It's
listen.
America. So
I may disagree with you vehemently, but
we
I'll
can
listen.
Talk about it. We can
Yep.
maybe, hopefully, meet a little bit in the middle.
That's why I have these microphones.
I
Come,
love
vent,
it. So,
talk about it.
Thank you so much. I want to grab a drink. But,
Yeah, go grab a drink, my friend.
I love having this talk.
Cheers.
It's amazing.
Cheers to you, my
Tell
friend.
me right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Tag me on Instagram. I'll follow you for sure.
Cool. And what's your site?
Ours
He
is
has a
at
million sites there.
yeah. Here, grab a sticker.
Yeah.
Our
Oh my God.
Instagram's literally a shared universe.
Awesome. Thank you
Great
so much.
seeing
I
you.
love what you're doing. So like
Just trying
I
to
love
spread
like,
our word,
changing
for
my
sure.
mind. I hate Steven Crowder. I don't hate him, but like I like how he sparks conversation.
Sure.
We just had a conversation.
Just have the
not
conversation.
argument.
That's what we do this for, right?
Yeah, for
Discuss,
sure.
Right? Things come out from discussion.
Yeah, for sure. My
Yeah.
thing.
So,
Thank you so
cheers,
much.
man.
Have an
Alright,
amazing
love you
day.
That's it.
There it is. Tell me a story
That
for
was
sure.
good.
Yeah, I
That was
know,
cool.
right? Yeah, it was awesome.
We gotta get more people.
Oh,
like that.
we will.
Yeah.
We will.
You
Either
never know
that.
who you're not here. You know?
Yeah. Either that. I know. Pliables. I might eat something from
Yeah.
every place on.
Didn't they
this
say they were gonna
boardwalk.
get you some?
Well, I have to go order it, but they might bring it over if I order it.
Yeah.
So yeah. But apparently there's a pizza stand down here, which is apparently amazing.
Really?
I've never had it.
No?
It's called Maruka's. I give them a plug. And then my friend Pat and Suzanne have a place down the border called Tower Dogs. Hot
Was
dogs.
it the tomato pies? It's just tomato pies.
Maruka's
on
tomato
there.
pies. Yeah. I gotta figure out a way to go remote with this. It's supposed to work
I know,
with the
right? You want to try it again?
supposed to work with the phones, but we may just take a break and then come back with our food. So
get some food.
our friend Melodrama is here,
That
fellow podcaster Melodrama from the You Stole My Song podcast.
Yeah, he's on.
One of the 8 that you must listen to during the
Yeah,
pandemic.
It's in the article.
Yeah, he's
They have
he's
dance parties on like good music. too,
yeah.
I
He
think,
says, "Hi guys, have a great time enjoying the weather." Yeah, Mello, if you're around, come
what's he
stop down.
doing?
I think he's in Pennsylvania or something. I saw he took a trip yesterday somewhere.
Oh.
So for sure. And Mike, so this year's taught us all a lesson. We need to all stand together. #hope for sure. Yeah, Ming, may I please have your channel name again? It's twitch.tv/MingChen37. So
Is
it's
that what we're
spelled
on right now?
MINGCHEN 37. That's one of the channels. So I'm streaming on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. Because
Wow.
why not, right?
Why not? Just do
Because
it
why
all.
not?
Yeah.
Why not, for sure. So
And we got people from all over the country and other countries.
Brett Christopher, been itching to start a podcast. Don't know much about the equipment or where to buy. Brett, we will help you. We will get you set up online. You don't even have to come down. If you head to our website, book the remote podcasting option. Me and Mike I will talk you through the rest of it, and I will be on your show as your first guest if you want.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we started Cullen on Film.
Yeah.
That's how we did it.
Yeah. Traditionally, people would come down and we would set up mics and podcasts in person
Like
at the
this,
table.
yeah.
You don't need to though. We can
Not
get you
anymore.
set up online, and it's like super. It is very easy.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cheap too. So yeah,
not
for
too,
sure.
Not too expensive. I can afford it on my own.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, we used to do it with the group and the
Yeah.
So it's just portable.
Yeah, for sure. So it's yeah, Brett, jump on this. This is how much we're outside on the ocean is right there.
You can't beat this at all.
Here, I'll switch the camera back again just so you can see what's up. What's up, guys? Have a seat.
Tell a story.
Tell a story.
About?
Anything. Literally anything.
Oh, wait, I got some good ones.
I know you. You look like you have some great stories. And then, or if you want to come back later with, a drink and do it, you can, if you want. Yeah. All right. No sweat. No sweat. You guys are having a great day. And
Yes.
okay, that's all we want to hear. It is an amazing day for sure.
It's a nice
So,
day.
so wave. You guys are like, hey.
You're on camera.
Yeah, you're on camera. Definitely come back. Tell a story for sure.
People all over the country watching right now.
Yeah. and that was fun too. So, cheers, guys. You might meet your future wife here. Who knows?
I know, right? We gotta just go back and forth.
So it was funny. Me and Mike. So we had to move all the stuff out of the studio yesterday.
Yeah.
I was over here, and so that's when I came out. I saw the people here, and I was like, so when I came up with the idea, I was like, hey, why don't we just set up and record out here?
Yeah.
Streamer out here. I was like, hey, Mike, man, what are you doing tomorrow? You stopped down, and he said he had stuff to do, but I think he got uncomfortable. There's like a lot of ass on the beach.
No.
Like I think he got uncomfortable.
We were inside when Mike wasn't on camera.
When was it? When?
You were doing one where Mike couldn't get on camera. It was just you and he.
Oh,
was his voice.
2 days ago. Yeah, that was yeah, I forgot my charger for the laptop, so I had to use the camera cable to plug into a phone charger and like keep my camera limping along, just so we could podcast more. So I think the camera was just on me, and I was like, hey, maybe I can find a way to get you on here. He's like, I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. So
it still sounded good.
It did. It did, but it is.
Yeah, it's been this place, man. It was fun. It was fun here.
Yeah, for anybody who wants to
party here once, that was nice.
Yeah. So over the winter, starting in January, we were allowed to put up a little pop-up studio in here, and we were actually here a lot longer than we were supposed to be because of the virus. But
we couldn't. You couldn't even do anything though.
Yeah. So yesterday's priority was to get everything out because we had to be out by the weekend, and then today we're like, hey, let's sit out up here, man. Let's see. I switched the camera. This is our view here. There's the ocean, the boardwalk, and New Jersey, man. And
maybe you could do it again next time around if there's nothing around here. Let you
I
come
mean,
back again.
that's the hope. I guess I could always ask, right?
Yeah,
so
maybe like February, March.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't split screen these two views, even though I have two cameras here.
No.
So, although I guess I could set up my phone to do it, maybe, but
yeah,
we'll
do
see.
the walk. You want to try the walk around, right?
We'll see. My friend Elle's coming down here, so yeah, she'll pop in. She was with me yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's time to like get some food around.
Are you hungry? Yeah, we'll grab food and I'll document it. We'll bring it back here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, if I shot it on video, I can actually pull it up on here. I could play it too. Yeah, we could. Yeah, we could totally do that. So it's so great here. So if you, if you're not here now or you can't get here today, get down here one of these weekends, man.
Right.
This is really,
especially now when there's not that many people here. It's really nice. It's not that crowded.
Yeah. So with the beach, usually you buy a pass and then you can get on the beach, but they've limited it so people don't get sick. But I bought the season pass, and they only sold a limited amount of those too.
So you got that, you could just walk on, right?
Yeah. So honestly, I bought it just in case we were able to maybe stay here longer. But then I was like, it doesn't matter if we're here or not.
You could do stuff like this.
I want to. I wonder if they would let me set up
like
here just on the
like
weekends.
on the weekends out here on the boardwalk.
Yeah, it's right up. Yeah,
or even inside, maybe at the bars.
Yeah, maybe.
Because you kind of hang out over there a lot.
Yeah, for sure. So. You know what? I'm gonna ask because I have to turn in the keys this week.
No.
I'm like, hey, because we're literally taking up like 3 feet of space. Yeah, that's it, and we just need power.
Maybe there's this store that's going to be empty.
Actually, I think that's an outlet up there. Is that an outlet box up there? Yeah, we could figure it out.
Is that right there?
I think that might be an outlet box, my friend. I think we could do this.
Wow.
I don't know. Stay tuned for more of these, I guess.
Yeah, or like over there, even like
sure.
see if by the old the hall there.
Yeah.
Maybe like right out front.
Oh man, Brock Relio says thank you for all your hard work during the lockdowns. The pods have helped so many stay sane. Thank you, man.
Right?
Thank you, man. That includes you too, dude.
Yeah,
you were broadcasting on our network, so I think a lot of people tuning in. Brock, man, thank you for that. We just kind of did it because we love it. One, and because we didn't know what else to do. Two, and
Really helped you
three,
get
just
through
like
all
this is what I know and love to do. So I gotta thank you guys for tuning in. Like you guys didn't have to, but you did.
And there was a lot of people. I mean, I'm surprised that a lot of people were tuning into my podcast.
Yeah.
And,
Well, it was
chatting
good. You were
about that.
interviewing. I think there are a lot of people who love entertainment. People who love a lot of aspiring filmmakers out there who could use as much advice as they can get.
Promoting a lot of films and shows and acting.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, you know, it was good. It's still going. It's not like we're not stopping. It's still going. Still doing it. So.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, check out Cullen on Film on
Funny thing is,
YouTube.
there's no like perfect day. We just do it.
But that's the beauty of it. You just do it whenever you can, right? So I think
like Tuesdays at 8.
I think the set schedules actually throw a lot of people off. I think that makes a lot of people not want to do it.
Yeah, because and if you want to get the guests on, they're like, oh, when are you available? Maybe Tuesday at 4:00. Okay, we'll do it then.
Yeah, Milton Ortiz. Are you playing any games on PlayStation 4, Xbox, or on the Switch? So I have each one of those platforms.
Yep.
All those platforms are in my son's room.
Oh.
So he plays
He's
all
got
three
them
of them. I can't. I want to play. I'm dying to get on the Final Fantasy VII remake. I've been waiting.
Studio.
We want to get a whole streaming gaming setup in the studio. Right now, the problem is consoles are expensive, so I have to rebuy all the consoles for the studio.
Wow, yeah.
I guess if I was smart, and sometimes I am smart, I would get someone to sponsor the consoles.
There you go. Yeah.
Let me work on that.
That's a good idea.
Although, if you're watching this and maybe you want to sponsor some of our streams, and this PlayStation 4 brought to you by
I know, right?
Pliables, which is over there. But maybe I should ask them right now. I was like,
That'd be a good way
hey, you want to sponsor a gaming stream? Because we are
on
awesome.
Twitch, right, or something like that.
Yeah. For sure.
I got the Nintendo, the old Nintendo back.
The 8-bit one.
Yeah. So.
Hey, here we go. Jeff Crespi in the house.
Look at that.
Jeff Crespi, the hardest working photographer, hardest working man in show
He's
business,
all over the place.
is on the boardwalk. He is here. He's snapping photos of us. Please take a seat, my friend. He's got a shirt. He brought.
Oh, wow.
He comes bearing gifts. Jeff Crespi
Yeah.
rocks.
You wanna
Everybody.
Grab the microphone. Look at that. Got it on camera.
Yeah, grab a mic, Jeff. Jeff is a podcast veteran. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. So Jeff tuned in last night. We were broadcasting. We were singing his praises, and here he is. So
Yeah, I appreciate that. It's always nice.
yeah, my friend Elle wants him to shoot her, which I think she's on her way down here.
Even when I'm at shows, you sit there and you learn over the years, and the bands that always kind of are true to people like me in terms of seeing me in a crowd and giving me that shout out, just being appreciative.
I love it.
There, so.
Any local show here, Jeff is there shooting it, and usually multiple locations in one night, which is insane. But
it's hard. I try my hardest to try to support as much as I could, obviously. So
yeah.
Out here it's a little easier with everything being in a very close area.
Yeah, I mean, but there's nothing like play. I mean, for a lot of these guys, because I'm not a musician, but I have podcasts. There's nothing like doing a show, and then you come home and you see your Instagram, Jeff Crespi at Jeff Crespi Rocks, and you have amazing photos that you've taken of the performance that just happened a few hours ago. Because while you're performing, I don't take my own photos. Like you need someone else to do it, and if they have a good eye and great gear,
yeah, it's something
that's you.
that I have a true passion for, and just something I always enjoy doing. And the funny thing is, it's nothing I ever envisioned doing in my entire life.
Really, how'd you get into it?
It was really just something that my son was about 8 years old, and he basically just started going through my CDs in the house.
Yeah.
And he came across a specific Kiss CD. So he was this little kid just sitting in the car and walking around the house with the big headphones on, singing aloud to like Psycho Circus.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, I'm a music lover, but I was not a big show guy.
Yeah.
Even when I was younger, I went to a few concerts, but nothing on a large spectrum. And so I said, okay, you know what? Kids just happened to be playing PNC Bank Arts Center that particular summer. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should take him to a show and see how he liked it. Got me on tickets because I didn't know what to expect. Sat there and we had a great time. It was really a cool thing. At that moment in time,
Yeah.
I have not been to a live show in over 25 years.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, so
Wow.
so it was
Wow.
just as scary for me
Wow.
as it might have been
For your
him.
for sure.
And so, but it went fine, and we went to another one that same summer, which was Motley Crue.
Wow.
So those were his first two
That's-
shows.
Yeah, that's
The
that's a
Crew,
good,
man.
Good 2 first shows,
And
man.
those 2 shows is what really led to everything else down the line. My wife at the time worked for a very large music company that was affiliated with Warner Music. And she comes home one day and she says, there's this club in Sayreville, Starland Ballroom.
Starland, yeah.
And,
The one and only Starland Ballroom.
I think I can get you on some guest lists. So I gave her a list of all the shows.
Yeah.
And she would pick them out. She'd go, okay, this one, this one, this one. I could put you on a guest list. So we started going there. It was a cool place. I really loved the environment. It was, an all ages place. So my son could come to every show.
Yeah.
And it became not just something to do father and son. It literally became our life. Like our lives changed on that day. From the day that we walked in that place, our lives totally took a turn. 360 degrees. My life, everything else I was doing in my life at that time got put on hold. My son, this was a school-age kid
Yeah.
that was now going to concerts 5-6 nights a week.
Wow. That's so cool.
And then coming home and writing, school reports about these concerts.
Wow,
where
he's like
teachers were oh my God, your son has such an imagination. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Like, this is
He's
real.
writing,
This happened.
all about these war shows and and typo negative and madball and suicidal tendencies. And I'm like, this is real life. This is what we do. Nobody understood it.
Wow, he was like a budding Cameron Crowe, right?
Yeah.
So it
And,
was really,
Music
really,
education there.
it was such a cool thing. And the whole thing for me was the interaction, the human interaction, the understanding about being around people and meeting different people and being able to talk to people and experiencing different things that I've never experienced, whether it be musically or personality.
Right.
And that's kind of what it became about over the years. And then I came out to Asbury Park like a little after Hurricane Sandy, and the rest is history. Now, doing what I'm doing on a regular basis, 365 days a year until this day.
Yeah.
So those shows you were going to, how long before you started bringing in camera?
I
or
always had a camera.
Always had a camera.
Because to me, everything was about documenting.
Okay.
It was about documenting my son and my journey.
Right.
That's all it was about. So I used to stand in the corner of the barricade, which, the jokes were always, that's going to be the star, the Hollywood star of fame, in that spot where I would stand all the time. But the funny thing was, the first thing that got noticed, because there were security guards obviously staged in the barricade. And so in order for me to get pictures, I had to angle my camera, just a little point and shoot Fuji camera.
Yeah.
But I had to angle the camera, so all my pictures were on an angle.
Right.
And everybody just, why are all your pictures
It's like, wow,
on
it's
an
so
angle?
artistic.
But that was the first thing that actually became the focus of me taking pictures.
Right.
And it just became a thing about, security guards catching crowd surfers and, that whole part of it. And so that's kind of how it escalated. And then it was probably, oh my God, I was doing that for about 6-7 years.
Right. What year is
Before I
this? Because this
started
is like,
This is after Sandy, right? After Sandy.
I mean, I'm here after
Yeah,
that. I
here.
started taking pictures at shows probably about 15 years ago.
right. So this is before social media.
Starland was only open about 2 years at the time.
Right. Were
When it was
you?
still owned by Tony Palagrosi?
Yeah. Yep.
Before AEG took it over.
Yeah,
Where would you
yeah.
post the pictures if it was before?
When I first started, it was MySpace. And then
Oh, that's right. Okay, we were just talking about
Yeah.
MySpace.
it was
We
started
were just
off
talking about
that way.
MySpace.
And I remember, I didn't even know I wasn't even on social media.
Right.
Yeah.
So at first, one of the security guards was like, Jeff, I used to send him 5 pictures at a time through AOL.
Wow.
And then he said, why don't you just create a MySpace? It'll be easier to
Yeah.
upload them there. So that's how I even got introduced to social media.
Wow.
So yeah, it was kind of cool. It was kind of a real cool thing. And then it just kept going further and further. And then I started shooting from some magazines. And, then I started working for other venues and here we are. So, yeah, so this whole thing that's going on is, I'm waiting it out. but
Yeah, I was.
still-
Yeah, I was going to ask you. So there are obviously no live shows right now, and so there's. So you're resorted to shooting third-rate podcasters on a boardwalk, but,
it's like, I said at the beginning,
which I appreciate always. and I love whenever I see you at a show. You took a great shot of us at the Saint about 3 months ago. That might have been the last time we were over there for the Halo show.
Yeah,
Halo.
And
exactly.
and even that, it was just a casual shot of me and my friends, but it was such a great shot. And
That
I
was actually
posted it
turned
up.
out to be a fun night. That's
It
my
did.
music personally.
Yeah.
You
That's
did
what I
such a good
venture.
job. I missed that.
So it's like weird because there's 12 people there. And Scott would say, "Why are you here?" And I'd be like, "This is why." Because whoever these bands are, they don't have people like that. They don't have people coming here and supporting them.
Yeah. You never know.
And I always treated every band, I don't care if they were the opener, I always treated every band the same way as the headliner. And that was kind of something I wanted to make sure of.
You never know if they make it, and then you have all these pictures.
Yeah, I'm seeing like some people taking over parking lots for outdoor venues. But you get creative. You get creative, and you figure it out for sure.
And you never know when this is all over. You never know what people are coming up with now that might end up becoming the norm.
Right.
You never know from time to time how that's going to work out.
Yeah.
Long haul. It's cool.
We almost lost the Saint for a little bit. What was going through your head when you heard that?
Well, listen,
Then the Saints.
The Saint is actually the first place that I actually started venturing out here to. There was a time where Asbury Park. No, thank you. I knew nothing about Asbury Park, and I remember because I came out here one time and one time only, a few years before Hurricane Sandy. The first time I was ever in Asbury Park, and I'm in New Jersey almost 24 years. I took my son to see Newfound Glory at the Pony.
Okay, yeah.
It was a sold-out show, and they said, "Let's go check it out." And to be very honest with you, it wasn't the greatest of experiences.
Sure.
He was a little kid; it was hard to see.
Yeah.
We were squeezed up against the back, but that was the first time I was in Asbury Park. I'm not joking. We left the Pony, went right up Asbury Avenue, and immediately there was cops everywhere.
Wow.
And
As
all
it
we
was like
saw
back
was
then.
bodies on the floor of a lawn that a house got raided.
Right.
So I didn't know what to make of it. But anyway, I'm not that person. Like, I grew up in Brooklyn.
Sure.
I've been to
yeah.
many
Yep.
places.
Oh, yeah.
A lot worse than Asbury Park. There were many times
We're,
where people came looking for me, trying to find me
Yeah.
in places I should have never been. Anyway, so we did that. But then it was a while later before I came out here. I walked on the boardwalk. I loved at that time people were sitting having dinner or lunch and had their dogs with them, and it looked like a very open boardwalk. It looked like a place where they welcomed everybody and
For sure.
families. It just kind of looked cool. So I remember going home and telling my wife, I walked on the Asbury Park boardwalk.
Whoa.
It's not that bad. It's really cool.
Even now I'm telling people like it's not bad.
not bad
I'm still
now.
telling people that.
So,
I'm still telling people that it's amazing
so
here.
I brought my wife out, started bringing
I love
my
it
daughter. I remember I brought my daughter for the first time out here. She was still young. And I didn't realize it, but it just happened to be the Gay Pride weekend. And my daughter's just looking around and going, why are all these people dressed like that?
Which I think the Pride Parade was supposed to be this
Yeah.
weekend, and it got canceled.
And I'm like,
unfortunately.
Yeah.
but it's cool. Like, this is stuff you wouldn't normally see
Yep.
or have any idea about. You didn't go to certain places.
Right.
So I thought that was pretty cool. And yeah, so now, Asbury Park's become my, my second home. Well, as my wife will tell you, my first.
Right.
But it is what it is.
I feel that way too.
Yeah, we
I
come
feel
here
that way
quite a
too.
bit,
Yeah,
right?
we're
Like,
here. We're here a lot.
Our film festival's been here 7 years.
Yep.
Now.
Yeah.
Yeah, hang on to
So,
your shorts.
Yeah, 7 years of that.
And it's cool because I get to be part of all those events. And I get to be part of most of the things that are going on out here. And you get, you build those relationships and you build those friendships and you come out here and you feel comfortable and you get welcomed by everybody and it's a nice place to be. It's a great place. It's like going to the bar here.
Yeah, for sure.
You walk in and everybody knows your name.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Bond Street and
It's nice. I don't want to take up too much of your time.
No, not at all, dude. You got so many great stories. Do you remember what was the last show that you shot that you were at?
So I think the very last one I did was the last two was actually at Starland. Was Dashboard Confession.
Oh wow, okay.
Wow.
And Skillet.
Yeah.
I think the last two. And then there's the one at Lane's, which was a local show,
Yeah.
my friend's reality suite.
Okay.
That arose. And the Pony Show was, I think it was like one of the showcases, like a Sunday showcase. It was like the last few, real shows that I did.
Yeah, for
before this
sure.
all happened.
Wow.
But yeah, so it was like, I remember just sitting there and saying, nobody really knew what was going on yet. Like it was like little of this, a little of that, and hush hush. It's this is like right before the lockdown. So it's like things were, you heard whispering, but you didn't know. And then as you started seeing each venue, just
slowly, like, hey,
rescheduling,
Yep.
postponing, or canceling one show here, one show there, and then you started to see the patterns. And it just, you sat there and you're like, oh my god,
like no, and then like no, please,
Crazy.
like no, they
And I
can't
remember,
do
like,
this.
right before the actual lockdown, like, I put up a post like, listen, I want to help somebody out. If there's any fans that want to do a photo shoot,
Yep.
Please, look me up and let's figure it out. We'll do something, in Asbury or close by, and just fans I was going to do stuff with prior or that I haven't worked with yet.
That's cool, you dude.
And a bunch of those bands reached out to me, and we had set times, and I got like one or two in, and then the lockdown.
Yeah. And those like,
So
don't go
everybody started,
anywhere,
it's not a good
don't leave your
idea.
house. Yeah.
So, and I agreed, and then about a month into it, I wanted to do something. So, I came up with this idea of doing a project called COVID-19 State of Mind. And so I started going out and taking pictures of musicians, artists, and I basically wanted to get a quote from them describing their state of mind during this time.
Right.
But I knew the beginning was not the right time to do it. Because at the end of the day, you take a step back and you realize that I have a family too. I have a wife, I have 2 kids.
Yep.
I have to make sure that we're all taken care
Right.
of. And we got
Safe.
this all figured
Yep.
out. What do we need to do? How do we need to take care of ourselves for the long haul? And so once I did that, and then, I did what most people did, I guess, cleaned out their houses, went through all the old stuff they didn't remember having.
Yeah.
And, and I did all that. I live in a 2-bedroom condo. It didn't take long.
Right.
So within a week, I was done.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, you know what? About a month into it, I said, now I think it's the right time. So I put up a post about what I wanted to do. And I woke up that morning to about 35 requests of people that wanted to be part of the
Wow.
project. So I said, okay, this could be a cool thing. So I started making a list. And each day a few more would reach out, a few more announce it. Uh-oh. I hope it's not going to become like something insane that I'm not going to be able to handle. But anyway, I started making lists and I started figuring out, logistically where people live, north, south, because I didn't want to be out there recklessly.
Yeah, right.
I didn't want to be driving around every day for hours. So I kind of systematically figured it out. And it took me about 3 weeks. And 3 weeks, I got through about 65 people.
Whoa, that's a lot.
So every
Holy
picture had
crap.
a quote attached to it that they gave me, which I put and posted. And right now, it's almost finished, but the whole project is being made into a video documentary.
Oh,
So the
that's
filming
awesome.
is done. Everything
Holy
is
crap.
done. I'm
Where's
just
this going to
waiting.
be released?
It's going to be released. I'll put it up on YouTube, so
Okay.
it'll be shared.
Oh,
and
we'll make sure
everything.
everybody sees it for sure.
And yeah, I did the filming. Most of the filming was done right here on the boardwalk, right out on the steps of Langosta Lounge. There's me talking about it. And
shout out to Maryland, but
yeah,
yes.
so, you know, it is what it is. You know, you're out there just trying to do things to keep busy, stay relevant, you know, try to help and do all those things that, you know, good people like to do.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I always believe in being a productive member of society. It's always my main goal. You know, what can I do to be useful, but also have to be able to support myself and my family as well,
for sure.
you know, so. But that's pretty much it. It's like, you know, each day is another day of what can I do today, you know.
That's cool, you man. I mean, we try to do that through podcasting, but you know, this,
I remember, like, I sat there in my house, and we didn't even have, like, I don't even have a smart TV in my living room, right?
You're
So
right.
we didn't even have Netflix or anything like that. We literally just, I had to go out and buy a Roku just to set Netflix in my living room.
Yeah.
We had no access to any of that.
Right.
Not what I was ever into.
Right.
You know, I come home late at night from a show. The only thing I'm watching is, you know, Big Bang Theory, Modern Family, you know, Still Standing, whatever those sitcoms were at late at night, you know, before I fall asleep. So, you know, all that stuff was new to me too, and trying to figure out.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, you did it.
I did it. You know, I said, listen, it is what it is. You got to figure it out. It was one way or the other. You know, I'm sure you guys all sat there and watched social media. You know, the whole chaotic scene that was unfolding.
Too much of it, but
And
yes.
you're just watching that happen before your eyes, and I'm saying, oh my God. You know, it's either figure it out or jump.
Yep.
Like, it's like, what do you do?
I'd rather figure it out.
Yeah. So
And I think we did, so
that's
for
kind of,
sure.
you know, so you sit there and you say, okay, what can I do to get through it?
Right.
You know, so it was cool.
I was today walking around.
It was nice. I was out here earlier, and I didn't know what time you were coming out here.
I didn't know either. I was like,
I
but
came out with my wife. We spent a few hours, and I literally,
nice.
it was right around 2:00 when I said, okay, you know.
Yeah, see,
let's get out.
yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I get home. I'm about 30 minutes from here. I'm free home.
Oh, you came back?
Yes, I
Oh,
guess.
you
I
were.
go home, and as soon as I get home, just sitting
Boom,
down
there I am,
to eat
yeah.
my Mogo taco,
Yes.
right? I see.
I shout out to Mogo.
You guys
Mogo's
were live
here.
for like 30 minutes. I said they must have just came out here when we left. You know, so yeah, I ate my lunch. I told my wife I'm going to come back out.
Oh man, you didn't have to do that. That's awesome.
You know, so yeah, but you know, listen.
Can we buy you a beer or something?
No,
you,
I'm good.
you sure? Okay, or anything really.
No, fine. Yeah, I'm gonna hang out for a little while, do my little walk.
Yeah.
Kind of say hi to everybody, and you know, go home and relax later.
You're an extraordinary man, Jeff Crespi. Definitely check out at Jeff Crespi Rocks on Instagram and all social media platforms.
Look out for that cool project.
Hey, there she is, Jeff. L Jeff.
How are you, Al?
Good.
You want to share?
What? I'm gonna set up a yoga mat and do some yoga in the space.
Go for it.
Oh,
Oh my God, go for it.
there you go.
We'll see you in the background doing yoga.
Anyone who
Oh,
wants
I
No,
can- and I
totally.
can get some
He'll shoot it if you want.
to play. Perfect, right?
Yeah, L CJ
Hi,
L.
Al. Nice to meet you.
L's got a great story. She just came back from the Peace Corps,
Yeah,
Yeah, I think he
yesterday,
saw
I was
yesterday.
listening. That's awesome.
and she had to come back early because of the virus, so she had to be
wow.
evacuated. But no, go.
Wow.
All right.
It's all yours, my friend.
Wow. Yeah.
I wave, L. Hey.
Hello.
You know, I think the cool thing with this time that we're going through is things like that. It's, you know, there's things that are happening now that might not be known if we didn't go through what we're going through. You know, there's stories that are coming out of this. There's other parts of the equation
Yeah.
that people are getting to learn about other people that you might not have had. Like through my project, one of the coolest things and why I wanted to do it. And one of the guys that I did the picture with from a local band, when I got there, I found out that just a few hours prior to me getting there, he found out that his father-in-law passed away from one of the veterans' homes. Now, this is a guy that I didn't know anything about.
Yeah.
I didn't know he had a family. I didn't know he had a little child. I didn't know anything about this person other than he played in band. So through this project, I was getting to learn more about people that I'm out there shooting and even working for, but don't know anything about personally.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I do my job, they're doing their job, and we don't always have the time to have those conversations. You know, and to me, everything is about people. Everything is about talking to people and learning about people. You have no idea what's going on out there if you're not doing that.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I do this as well. So
You know,
So
we're
love
out there doing our thing and just trying to do the best we could.
I love it.
It's awesome.
Fantastic. Well, hopefully there'll be some shows starting up soon.
Yeah, I mean,
I just Again, I told a story. I just love it. I'm at a random concert or something. It's like, oh wait, there's Jeff by the soundboard taking shots. Or there's Jeff in the middle, in the thick of it. Oh, and I love coming over. It's like, hey man, what's up?
Like I'll get and I'm sure some people probably get annoyed, so like if I'm out here and I'm planning on going to 4, 5, 6 different places. So in order for me to do that, there's got to be organization.
Sure.
Right. There's got to be an understanding of a plan, and whether people know that or not, that's what I do.
Right.
So there's everything involved, and it's contacting each venue and getting a set list, is getting a time. Wow.
So you do a lot. You have to do a lot of homework then. Because I was going to ask that. Of course, the band's like, oh, we're going on at 10, and that never happens.
Never. Well, so I know which of the venues are always on time,
right,
and which ones are.
Okay.
So when somebody reaches out to me and says, hey, we're playing this venue at this time, I know that means this time.
Right.
So I got to plan that all into my schedule.
It never fails.
I gotta figure that out, and sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't.
It never fails.
So
I'm like, yeah.
It's like, okay, I'm gonna try and get there, but you got to tell me if something happens and you're not going on time. Let me know, otherwise, sorry, I can't.
Yeah.
And sometimes I get to a place and something happened technically, and
right.
That happens too.
But even friends like, oh, we're going on at 8. It's like, no, you're not. You're going on at 9:30.
Yeah.
Like,
then I know
so I'll just chill. Yeah.
That happens more so.
Yep. Like, all right, I'll chill for an hour and I'll come down and I'll catch you guys for sure. But
there's some venue, I'm on my way, open the door. I'll call Starling. I could be out here doing the summer stage show.
Right.
Yeah. Because it's outside, most headliners go on about 8:30.
Yep.
Right. So what I do by 9:30, I'm done.
Yeah.
Right. And I've done what I had to do. I call up Starland. I'm on my way. Have my stuff ready.
Yeah.
And I can hit the headliner at Starland on the same night. Because inside they go on 10.
Right.
So it's cool.
And you have pretty close relationships with everyone running the venues.
Yeah, that's
that definitely
some
helps.
people are more in tune with the bands themselves.
Sure.
On the mainstream side, and listen, whatever works, that's what works. I for whatever reason, it's just that's the way it worked out for me. There was a time about 7 years ago. About 7 years ago. I don't know exactly when, but anyway, the gentleman that was doing what I do for both the Pony and Starland was stepping down. And I was the guy in the lead. I was the guy busting my ass. I was the guy hustling and doing everything.
Which is what you do. Yeah.
And I remember getting that phone call from somebody and saying, "Are you ready?" I said, "Ready for what?" They said, "Well, it's your turn. So and so
you're in.
Down
you're in.
Here's mentioned. And we want you to
You're in. Put me in, coach. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's kind of how my relationship with the venue started. On that level. But yeah, there's some people that have a more bigger relationship directly with bands. Which again, sometimes it works for me, sometimes it doesn't.
Right. But I think for the most part, it's like, oh, there's that guy who shot that awesome photo of us last time we were in Asbury. Hey,
cool.
come on over. Just
I love
get
it.
closer.
I get different perspectives with different venues and places I go. Everybody always asks me, the same question. What's your favorite venue? What's your favorite band?
Sure.
And it's hard to say because
you can't.
So many.
well, it's also because part of me loving what I do is that reason.
Right.
Is because everyone is different.
Yeah, for sure.
Because there's nothing that's similar every single day. Even if I shoot the same bands, often they're at different venues. It's different atmospheres. It's different lighting schemes.
Yeah, so it's totally different
it's
then.
Always different. Yeah. So that to me is the funnest thing about music photography. It's constantly changing. It's never the same. There's no okay, these are my settings and that's what they're on all the time. When people say,
as we know that's not right.
They think I'm crazy because I look at them and I go, I don't know what you mean.
Right.
I don't have settings that I go by.
Yeah.
It's a feel. It's a passion. How can I set my camera at a certain setting when tomorrow it's going to be different?
Yeah.
It's like, if someone wants to shoot the moon, I could Google what setting should my camera be to shoot the moon. That's going to be the same.
Right.
I don't want that. I want to go to a show and have to figure it out on the fly. Hey, let me take a shot. Do I need to do this or do I need to do that? And I think that's the cool part about music photography in terms of other types of photography. More stage stuff or portrait stuff, which I do like to do from time to time.
It's so dynamic though.
It's just
a show?
Yeah, exactly.
So dynamic.
Exactly.
That's so cool.
So I like doing everything, but music is definitely my passion.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I can't wait till we're in the same venue together. And, I hopefully won't be too much longer.
And I love when I go to a show and I stand out and I see, like, from the pony, I'll be on the side and I can oversee the whole crowd, 5,000 people.
Yeah,
and I could just see it. I'll see a face that I haven't seen in like 5 years.
Like, holy crap! And
you'll catch that eye, and you're just waving, and you don't even know their name. Yeah. You don't even remember their name, but you know them from the show. And what might have been from there were shows I used to do years ago, like VFW shows, Firehouse shows, Elks Lodges. I used to go up north. I used to go into Manhattan, Gramercy, PlayStation Theater. I used to shoot. I used to work for this company called Rebel Night New York City.
Rebel Night, right? Okay.
They're phenomenal. They're cool. They're 3 Asian DJs and this one woman, and they would put on these jive dance lessons.
Yeah.
They would teach jive dance lessons, but every month they would put on this show. And when I first started, it was always at Otto Shrunken Head down in Alphabet City, right? And they'd hire me to go into the city and just shoot the show. And it'd just be all these eccentric people just kind of taking turns dancing with each other as these DJs would spin real 45 records. And a lot of them were just fashion people. And I'll never forget this one couple came with a dancing poodle. And it was like the coolest thing in the world. And they would first start like 10 at night.
That's awesome.
And it would end at 4 in the morning.
New York, man.
I'd be on a bus at 5 a.m. from Port Authority and come back to Fremont. But it was awesome. And they did that for a few years for them. And then they got big and they started doing shows out in the Knitting Factory in Brooklyn.
Yep.
And I said, listen, I'd love to, but it's just not worth it.
Right.
To drive out to Brooklyn.
That's a haul.
It just didn't make sense. But now they're doing shows back in Otto Shrunken Head again.
Oh, really?
So, but they were that was a lot of fun. I used to do that like once a month for them. And they would do sometimes some easy places, hole in the wall places.
You're talking my language now, my friend.
I swear, this is the funniest thing. They gave me an address. I think it was down the Lower East Side somewhere, like down by Houston Street. And and I show up, and I'm on the sidewalk, but the address is like a storefront.
Yeah, it's like, what's this?
I'm saying, oh my God.
Can't be the right address.
I wrote down the address wrong, or they gave me the wrong address. And the place was called The Back Door.
Okay.
Now, I grew up in Brooklyn. I worked in Manhattan all my life. But I was a club boy back in the day.
Yeah.
I was never, I was already out of the scene when all of that stuff started happening. So I'm just standing on this street. Like, what do I do? And I see this couple walk down the street. And they were pretty well dressed, young couple. And they opened this gate and they walked down this dark alleyway. And they go. And I waited. But then they came out. So they left. I said, let me see what's down there. So I walked through this. I swear to God, out of like a horror movie.
Right.
All you saw was like, you saw like a tiny little light shining through with a guy with a hose, like hosing down the alleyway. Fuck this, I'm out of here. Right? And I run back out on the street. And I'm like waiting. And then finally this guy comes walking by. And he looked like he was holding like a box of records.
Right.
So I said, hey, are you part of
Yeah. Where are we?
Where, are you Jeff? Yeah. From Jeff. He goes, oh, I go, where is this? He goes, follow me. And we go down the same hallway. It was like 200 feet down. And there was the door on the right.
It's in my kind of places.
That's crazy.
Absolutely my kind of places.
With no name. He gives a little knock. And the guy opens the door. And it's the most beautiful roaring 20s.
Wow.
Bar lounge you've ever seen.
Is this on the Lower East Side?
Yeah.
I think I've been there. I've been there, yeah.
Like, it's the coolest thing. And these giant paintings the size of a wall on them of like naked women, and it had an up a little platform bar and then a downstairs.
I'm pretty sure I've been there, yeah.
That's the only way in and out.
Yeah,
there's a place like that on the Lower East Side. Yeah, they serve all the beers are in paper bags and the cocktails are in teacups.
Wow.
Because that's what I did during Prohibition. I don't know if it's the same place, but it sounds very similar.
That was a lot of fun. So I've done a lot of cool stuff like that over the years.
Yeah,
Before
for
I really
sure.
started coming out here,
Yeah,
you know, as often as I have, and you know,
that's what we do, man.
It was cool.
I
got
love
some
it.
cool stuff.
I love it. Awesome.
Good.
Thanks, man. Yeah, again, check out at Jeff Crespi Rocks, Instagram, Facebook, everything. His stuff is truly extraordinary, and you'll probably see him at a show very soon. So
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys always, you know, giving us the courtesy and shout outs and
Oh,
acknowledging people.
I just want to support all my cool friends. You're definitely in there, so for sure. Thanks for driving all the way back, man. That was
It's no
crazy.
big deal.
Yeah,
I'm used to it.
good point.
You know, so
Good
but have
point.
fun, guys.
Yeah,
and,
thanks, man. I
hopefully I'll see
appreciate it.
guys soon.
You will.
Yeah, good stuff.
You
Thank
will.
you.
Jeff Crespi, everybody. Jeff Crespi. You want to take a break?
Yeah,
Get some
let's get
food?
some food.
All right, we'll be back, everybody. We're definitely coming back. We're starving. Come back. We'll start another stream in a bit, though. Thanks for sticking with us, though. You guys are amazing. And yeah, Jeff, we'll post his photos. Definitely check out his photos, though, at Jeff Crespi Rocks on Instagram. So great. So all right, we'll see you in a bit, everybody. Thanks.
How was that